What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. My name is Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts. We will be guiding you through today's matches. We have 4 beautiful matches for North America semifinals. After today, we will be officially over that halfway mark.
Yep.
For the semifinals.
Hit it.
What's going on?
Well, nothing's really been going on. We just finished the South American. It was a fantastic show there. If you didn't catch that, you can catch it on the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel. Keep up to date with all the action across all the regions and relive the glory of NA. A couple of players were watching their VODs last night, just clipping a few things too, putting it on Twitter. I saw that.
What type of clips?
The shot on Bucky up on Sanhok on the high ground.
Okay, that's from the Unnamed, right?
Yeah,
okay.
No, Team 9. Team 9.
Team
Hit 'em
9.
up, yeah. And if you want to make shots like that too, you can go on Twitter, find it out. You can play the game itself. You can get it on the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store for completely free. Get into it, start aiming on people, start making your own highlight clips, uploading them to Twitter, tagging us, showing us what you got.
Tagging and bagging, baby. That's what we're all about here in the NA. So we do have groups F and G playing. So the Knights, Team Totality, they had a break yesterday. They are going to be coming back today. Team Totality, I believe they're in 5th place. The Knights are going to be in 6th place. But let's go check out the board. We'll get a confirmation of this. Here's the competition system, Smash.
Yeah, this is how the group stages work out. We had 32 teams, and now we've whittled our way down after dropping 8 teams after 24 matches. Get another 24 matches in the semi-finals. We work our way down to the top 16 after those, and that's where everyone really wants to be. And you get 10 matches in that top 16 to play it out, and if you're good enough, you might even get a trip to Malaysia off it.
Get a trip to Malaysia. And here is the ranking system. When it comes to points, 1st place you'll get 20 points, 2nd place will be 14 points, 3rd place will be 10 points, 4th place 8 points. It goes down from there. 11th through 16th will be 1 point. And then, of course, each kill net you 1 point in the bank, baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get the big points for the chicken dinners, but each kill point does add up. As you mentioned, Team Totality are playing today, and the Pittsburgh Knights. They are the 2 highest teams in this lobby, you'd say. 2 of the big hitters. They've also got Omen, Tempo Storm, Revenants on the other side, Tribe Gaming as well. They've been having an okay time. But they'll want to pick things up in the semi-final. Tribe. They haven't had the hottest start to the games.
They only had 4 games. They are going to be in 19th place with only 8 kills and 14 placement points. So
the Tribe were looking to turn their fortunes around today, really.
Yeah, same thing with Tempo Storm. They're in 12th place with only 13 kills and 21 points. So those 2 squads in particular are teams that, when it compared to the group stages, we're used to seeing frag out. If you can recall, Tempo Storm, they got back-to-back chicken dinners on the last day. Another fan favorite, Omen Elite over here.
Yep, we got Wi-Fi, Zute, and the boys getting stuck into it. Also, 8DP Gold will be playing today.
Okay, that's good.
They're the consistent team, everyone's calling them. Mr. Consistent of the North American.
I'm trying to see, 8DP Gold. They're in 10th place.
So, I mean, that's middle of the pack. Still,
only 4 games in. So let's check out the board. Let's get the exact numbers going here.
Here we go.
I don't need to crunch them no more. The Unnamed are going to be in 1st place with 146 points. 3 chicken dinners. Yep, that's a lot of points. They are not playing today, right?
No, they've played their game. So it is going to be Team Totality, Pittsburgh Knights, Omen Elite, and Ignite playing today. So they're the 4 teams that have 4 games to go, and they can potentially work their way into that top 4.
Let's make some predicaments then. Team Totality.
All right.
What do you think? Where should they be ending today?
Probably
I'm going to say, that's what I was going to say, 3rd place.
Maybe 2nd, actually. 2nd is probably a really reasonable result for them. Catching the Unnamed is, it's going to be quite hard, as Unnamed had an absolute beautiful day yesterday. Raven was just killing everybody on the server. It was scary to see, actually.
So how about this one? Curveball. Omen Elite. Where do you see them ending today? They were in...
probably 3rd, 4th.
You think 3rd or
4th? 3rd, 4th,
They're at 57 points. So
they got a little bit of climbing. But I'm expecting them. I haven't seen them have an absolute tear of a day just yet. Maybe time has come for them. Tempo Storm, they're sitting low. But surely enough, they will work their way up. All these teams playing today.
Yeah, B2W, HQA, Euphoria, Blood and Loyalty, Wildcard, Tribe Gaming. So pretty much this whole board right here, 17th through 24th, they are going to be playing today. Especially if you're B2W. Only 6 points right there. You're going to be looking to make a comeback. Only 2 kills out of 4 games. I feel like that's hard to actually try to do if you wanted to try to do, just because of all the players in the lobby.
Euphoria only 2 kills, and they have 17 placement points. Because we saw them yesterday doing the pacifist run, trying not to kill anyone, essentially, just getting themselves in the circle. So if they can put some numbers up on the board today as well, that will boost them up. So I want to see Euphoria come out and surprise us all and just start getting kills.
Hopefully
double
prove us
dingers,
wrong, because I know we were a little hard on them yesterday, but I feel like it was fair just because they had that Miramar game. They were 4 alive. I believe the only squad with 4 alive at one point in the game.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing. They just sat there and they let multiple teams collapse in on them. They had the dominant position.
Yeah, they got picked apart by squads of 2. Like I believe Omen were in that as well, picking them apart. Might have even been the Revenants of...
And they had 2 crates
they had 2
well.
crates as well. So they were playing passive. And then the next game on Erangel, they found themselves in a pretty similar situation on the military island with 4 alive, just hanging out. And then as soon as they had to rotate into the zone, they just got picked apart by the rotations, and Raven just cleaned them up.
You hate to see it. We're not trying to be too hard of them. We just want them to perform because we see potential. I feel like
there is potential. They're getting themselves into good positions into that mid to late game, but then just unfortunately unable to close it out. So if they start being able to close it out, then they could be putting some serious points on the board. As we do come into our first map of the day, it is Erangel, and we do have the dragon skin on the plane. It is a beautiful one. Black and gold is always a good color scheme.
Was Khalifa's favorite colors? Or
Yeah,
no,
was
it's actually
Khalifa.
black and yellow.
Yeah, well, yellow
We
is...
had a whole song about it.
That is dedication.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, that is dedication to the colors.
Dedication to the colors. I do like the gold, though. It's a little more fancier. Goes well with the plane. I would definitely board a plane like that. So, looking around, like we mentioned, we got groups F and G playing here today. Method, they should be looking to pop off. ATP looking to pop off. Blood and Loyalty, Omen Elite, Euphoria. So, pretty solid teams when it comes to this lobby, so we should have some good days. We did swap out Miramar with Vikendi today.
Yeah, not my favorite map, Vikendi. I like when Miramar is a bit better than Vikendi's, but...
Remind you of home.
Still good. Yeah, well, Miramar does remind me of home.
Does it really?
Does. Yeah, well, I mean,
okay.
It does. More than Vikendi does, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
Vikendi's opposite of home.
And I feel like out of all the maps, early game Vikendi, definitely the slowest. It has to be.
Oh, certainly. Oh, here we go. A little bit of action. He's going to vault the fence and make his escape because you don't want to be left there. Well, look at that circle, Dave. That's a bit of a rude one to start the day, isn't it?
I feel like it's still kind of up in the air on where it's going.
Yeah.
There's a lot of military base still in play. Usually when we have maybe the edge of military, you're almost certain that it's not going to shift down there. But with this circle, it still might have the option. So I'm curious to see if we will have some teams try to hit it up early on.
Well, Tempest has taken the option of finding a player without loot early on, manages to pick up the dinner plate before he vaulted the fence and ran away. So will he be able to confirm it? I don't think he will. They've got around the corner, but now he's given up his position. He might have pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Taking this fight was risky.
Yeah,
He's
they're
got
alone.
Teammates
They're near.
They're in Roshok area, but that's not close enough, and they will have to crest a ridge to get there.
Where did Tempest loot the DP from?
The garage, like just on the
so
corner.
Got the garage and then pulled back out. Okay.
Certainly. You know, Tempest, he's actually been knocked by HQA guys, so that's unfortunate for Tempest. He managed to get a knock in, but you'd imagine he gets finished off pretty quickly by that.
And that squad that Tempest is on, 17th place coming into today. So
Friends actually managed to get a Jeep. He bought a Jeep, and he's managed to save his friend.
A Ute?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I guess it could be a Ute, technically.
Utility vehicle? Yeah.
If you take the canopy off the back, then it is an Australian term of Ute, but...
Like a tour Ute.
Yeah.
So they are going to be getting into the vehicle. Going to be trying to peel off this, but HQA, they're looking to make a comeback today. They are in the 23rd position on leaderboards, only with 3 kills so far. So after that knock, they're going to try to make sure to confirm it, get the flush over here. Yep, Salty going to be taking some shots with the Scar in the distance, connecting, but I believe we will be disengaging off this, going back to our school apartments loot area. Probably not going to mess with them anymore.
No, AVX managed to disengage. Thankfully, you don't like to see squads going out too early. It's always fun to see some early game aggression, some early game action.
As a viewer, for sure.
But when you are playing the game, you don't want to be going down early days.
That's when you go breaking keyboards on your head.
I had a game last night, and I went down early days, and I was not happy because I thought I dropped alone, but obviously my eyes deceived me. There was a fella around the corner.
I thought you only played TDM.
No, I was playing some normal games last night, or some regular games. It was on Erangel too. Yep. Landed from Orsk.
Look at Mitz.
Scrolling around.
Got a little action going on too. With the,
got the camo skirt. Got the
thanks to that one.
Thigh highs and the
way to get my day started up. Observers making sure to get nice snaking maneuvers. We'll be going into the bush for the time being. Nice bush over here. So Mitt's going to be trying to chill. Probably not wanting to be spotted. It looks like it is a 1v1, though. If there was to be a fight. Oh, going to be popping up.
Pops up in the bug. Down. Yeah, I don't want to give away too much. Doesn't really know how many players are there.
And that's Euphoria. We said we want them to be a little more aggressive. And based off that,
yeah. Well, that's setting the tone for the day for Euphoria as they spectate.
Okay.
Are you still just crawling around? As Sin from Wildcard actually gets a confirm. So that's the first player of the day down. That's 8 DP gold losing a player. Quite rare we see them lose one early on. That looks like it will be a Milter.
Yeah. So they're pretty close to each other as well as far as being grouped up. So losing a member right now early on, you got to wonder how overextended they were to be able to get the flush.
It wasn't even Illusions that got the knock either. It was Sin, who's down the road near the cafe.
Okay.
So it's rough stuff.
It is good for them that they are going to be pretty center in this circle.
Yep.
So they don't really need to push it
too
hard.
Here.
We see Team Totality in the back, though, already going for a pretty solid position. They do have a 2-2 split going on. They got 2 members near shelter. Looks like they were looting prison early on. Here's ATP. They will be pulling off that. After losing Helmet Off, I actually recently followed Helmet Off's Twitter, so I believe they actually have some clips as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had a clip.
I love
they had a clip of the VSS spray, but it was like a meme. Okay. I saw that last night. Like the VSS spray, but then the whole thing was like
when you're shaking your phone and get the gyro working on.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of players doing clips of that with the M16.
Is that real? Fire. Or is that just a meme?
I don't know actually. It looks pretty accurate, but at the same time.
So you want to get it and the gyro just.
Yeah, I mean, why not if it's
accurate?
It
works. I guess it works. Yeah,
if it works, but we don't know.
You have to make the sound effects. It just goes.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. You don't need the sound when you're firing your gun. You can't hear anything anyway, so you might as well.
So the Knights gonna be picking up a spot here. They are very familiar with this spot.
They are very familiar with this spot.
We saw them get
played by Chris from Infinite.
Played by Chris, but a second place and a lot of kills that game.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was back in the group stages. So maybe they feel pretty confident with this circle that this 3-story might be favored for a couple circles as they are going to be taking up this location.
Tempo too.
Tempo, yep, trying to pull up.
Ooh, that's 2 players from Tempo going down.
Dusted from the vehicle explosion.
Jagger the Fragger starting off the day well.
Jagger the Fragger, not the tagger here
today.
Not
the tagger. He will hope for his sake that he is fragging today and not tagging. He unfortunately didn't get too many final blows, I guess you'd call them. But he did do a lot of damage in our first round of the groups as the rest of Tempo is rotating in. This is just Spec.
They can't catch a break. 2 members left for Tempo are going to be regrouping with Nico out here.
We did see this in the group stage as well. Tempo dropping down to 2 members pretty early on. It was the same game actually that that 3-stack was the end
played.
Of the zone. Yeah, so and they managed to recover themselves to a top 5 finish with some kills. So I still have faith that the Tempo boys can come through.
So you asked me, all right?
I asked you. Lots
you wanted me to give some updates as far as some interesting stats regarding group stages. Now, this is what the admins backstage provided me.
I saw you scrounging around backstage yesterday. I was thinking, what's this bloke doing?
Yeah.
He's under the computers. He was sniffing around all places. But you managed to come up with something. So what have you got for us?
So based off of the group stages, a rough estimate on what the admins provided. Tempo Storm, their damage numbers. Nico had around 3.2k damage from group stages. Rain had around 4.2k damage. Spec with 4.9, and then what is it? Cena with 3.9. So
Spec?
Yeah, so it seems like Spec definitely putting up the numbers when it comes to being the damage leader on the squad. Now, of course, damage doesn't equate to kills. You got to get the flush, but it definitely showcases who is putting up those numbers on the board.
Yeah, it's not a bad stat to have actually. Because I mean, every point of damage is doing something, whether it's expending meds.
Oh, it's Chachi. I wrote it down.
Yeah, it's either armor, meds, or lives. And as this guy knows his way around better damage, HH24.
Oh, yeah. And you know, last little interesting
you got some numbers
tidbit. Some numbers on Totality, which I'm sure you'll find interesting because if you recall from the group stages, HH24 was, what, like second place?
Yeah, he was one of the top fraggers for a long time.
So they will be having around 5.6k damage.
Ooh, that's a big number.
Tensa with around 5.8k damage.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were both kind of flipping and flopping.
Young Tenta.
And then Enigma with 3.2 and Proplix with 1.7. So
support players, they're all right.
yeah, support players are all right. Maybe IGLs.
Well,
but
Tensa was in the top fraggers
also,
for a while.
yeah,
I think he might actually be. Oh, he might not now that people have played 8 games, but after today, he definitely could be on board with Zute. He's another player that had a pretty decent group stage.
Got stats for them too, but we'll tell you next game. I don't want to blow my wad real quick in game number 1. So we'll tell you more about this. And these are just like the average stats that the admins provided. I asked them. We asked them for some interesting data, and we'll try to work on the semifinal data. But that was from the group stages. So there you go.
Some crazy stuff coming out. HH24, one of the group stage gods, has found himself with only a level 1 silly hat and a silly shirt. I hate having the paper-thin vest of the level 1. You have no confidence with that thing. You have to really hit your shots. Lucky enough, these players do.
We did have the next circle pop. Doesn't look like we will be going to Millie. A little bit of the...
Milto.
Yep, the island's still going to be in play over there. We see Euphoria all the way down there in the south. So
how the hell did they get there?
They
were out near Ferry Pier, west of Ferry Pier last time we saw them.
Maybe they took a boat. It goes to show you how passive they play. They want to avoid any type of early game fights. They want to show up in the late game with at least all their members live, and this is the strategy. I mean, that has to be the only squad in this lobby that actually implements such a passive strategy.
Yeah, it is unique, isn't it?
With avoidance.
Avoidance, they are skilled up in that statistic. As HH24 does claim that car, knocks it out. Cream now are a little less mobile, but they have parked a buggy outside, so not too bad. On board with Joe. One of my favorite names, Cream Joe.
So simple.
So simple.
Joe. I like Cheeto. Cheeto. Joe's a lad.
Joe's good.
It goes well with. It's like I think I know why you like him because your name is Ben.
Yeah.
So you like the 3 letters. I have 4 in mine, so it's like sometimes a little off.
Yeah, it's.
I see how you look at me sometimes.
I guess 4 letters is
because I have 4 letters.
Yeah. HH24 has 4 letters, but 2 letters, 2 numbers, but 4 characters.
That's why we get along.
Yeah. It's not. You get along, do you?
Yeah.
Well, now you follow each other on Twitter, don't you? So I suppose you do get along.
So, best of friends. A lot of squads going to be opting to take up some type of residence when it comes to Milta. And we're getting some information over here. Here's Ignite. They are only 4 games deep. This will be their 5th game played today. They were able to breach into the top 8 yesterday with 17 kill points, 40 placement points. They're going to be tied with Omen Elite with 57 points today. And it's interesting because Ignite, they actually got chicken dinner, but because Omen Elite have 2 more kills than them, they are going to be above them on the leaderboard. So they're neck to neck. They're neck to neck.
Here we go. Euphoria running away from the blue in a boat. Managed to just get in time. That's a
next circle. They're going to have to keep.
Shift.
I actually like the boat play from them. Hopefully we can get all the members from Euphoria on the boat, and they can go to the beaches near Milta Power. Obviously, they won't know that's free and clear, but it's a very decent option.
He's going to be so passive. He's going to go loot Novo.
Oh, what's Mitz doing? Bleeding out here. How did Mitz even get up here?
I don't know.
They were in a bush earlier.
He was in a bush.
Now he's on a rock cliff. Bleeding out almost.
He's an adventurer. Dora the Explorer.
Seeing the sight lines of Erangel here.
Mitz the Magnificent.
And there goes Mitz. He's just going to their death.
Yeah.
Not even bleeding out, just
he jumped into his teammate's arms, but they didn't catch him. See?
Oh, they did catch him.
Well,
I would consider that a catch.
I guess you can consider it a catch in some sense, but I mean, if I wanted my mates to catch me, I wouldn't want to get knocked out.
Oh, no meds on Mitz.
Yeah, he's eating beans. He's
eating refried beans.
Yeah, he's not eating well tonight.
I mean, some people like refried beans, but yeah. Oh, here comes the crash. Pull up right here. The vehicle almost getting it. Yeah, Everfury getting chunked down, but not quite the knock there.
That was pretty much his only play, though, as he
send the buggy at it.
Yeah, well, the rest of his team, we saw this yesterday from the Revenants as well, as they were often having just one player scouting or trying to bomb a compound to see if it was safe, and then the rest would follow up pretty quickly. Espinosa's being quiet by his lofty standards at the moment, but when we do see him pop off, he does go pretty hard in the paint, so expecting that to come out eventually. They are just south of that shelter mark, as you can see on the mini-map. It's quite a nice place to be holding at the moment. If the circle shifts to the west, which very well could do, they will be in prime position. I want to see a beach finish, though.
I would have liked to
I wanna
see
go to the
Euphoria go to Milta Power Beach. Instead, they're going to be crashing the beach right on Milta. So it's going to be tough for them.
I believe that's actually at the cliff faces, isn't it?
Yeah. You know Waka Flocka?
I know Waka Flocka Flame.
Oh, okay. Hard in the paint. That was a good reference.
Hard in the paint.
He goes hard in the paint. So Tribe. Ooh, here comes Euphoria. Yeah, just can't catch a break. Trying to take up the Wizzy T out here.
Yep, the Wizzy T. They're actually split in a 3-1 formation at the moment.
Mitz is still alive, though. Got to give it to Mitz.
Yeah, Mitz is hanging out.
That's really all they can do. No meds, just hang out.
Just hang out. Just happy to be there. As the guys from Cream have this locked down, and the zone at the back, you'd imagine Euphoria are stuck in a bit of a disastrous position for them.
Oh, I like the elf outfit today.
Oh, wow. That's
a little early.
Very festive.
Skipping Halloween, but I appreciate it.
Halloween and Thanksgiving between now and Christmas. And what else is there?
That's pretty much the major ones.
That's pretty much it. Oh, Nate has landed inside the Wizzy T, but it's not going to catch him as we are on board with Cream's Kira. Worn a little bit of damage to the vest, but nothing really.
Oh, next circle goes up. So the 3-1 split from Euphoria, they're actually going to have, they're going to have one member. Tempo Storm, remember they had 2 members alive. They're going to be favored right here. We got about 4 or 5 different squads all the way in the north near that prison area, near the woods. They're going to need to make their way down. And I believe a majority of the squads already have vehicles, so they will be pushing. Here's the mini-map. You get to see the nice view of...
yeah, we saw it for a little bit there. But it's so rough, actually.
Look at Mitz is just straight chilling. Listen to the radio.
Is straight chilling.
Just straight chilling. Still no meds for Mitz.
Someone give him something. Well, none of them have meds. Look at XD here. He doesn't have any meds either.
They're sending it
just
down the
boosts. Beach. Yeah, well, look, I'd expect them to lose players.
Is that Mitz hanging out the window?
Oh, no, it's not. Mitz is in the front seat.
Okay.
He's called Shotgun. And he probably has a shotgun knowing his loot right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just looking at this pathing for some of these teams, there's just no free entry in as Sam has taken a knock to the zone. Jagger's leaving him behind, so Sam must be having some technical difficulties. Omen Elite are coming in hot and heavy as well. Method are around them. Vigilante from the Pittsburgh Knights is hearing all that action roll out. But this is a bit of a compound crash now. B2W at the bottom of the board versus 8DP, who lost a player early. It's a 1v3 situation. What has my man's got? He's got a grenade in his hand.
Did he drop? Oh,
get out of there. Is it going to go boom? Where's the boom?
Maybe, maybe they didn't toss it in time.
Maybe he didn't pull the pin in time. Azute has been knocked. There is a bit of a brawl on that eastern coast as Blood and Loyalty is starting to third party into that. Monarch goes down. I believe that's him done for the Erangel. As that crate is a bait, do not go for it.
There's Method pulling up behind the Ignite squad.
Omen was taking shots as well and taking losses, so Tribe are kind of guarding them as well. Ignite.
Method might run into Blood and Loyalty on the edge, so they will need to be careful. Here's really the 2 members from Tempo Storm. Find themselves in a nice little nook and cranny, not trying to attract any attention.
No, I wouldn't want to either if I only had one mate with me. Although Spec is their damage leader, so I wouldn't mind him being around.
8 easy, going to be taking some shots out here at the window. They did lose helmet on very early on. The door will be getting knocked out, so the vision will be a little more when it comes to this compound.
Certainly, Zute gets confirmed out of the game. That's Prophecy taking him out. Method answer back. So that fight, they are trading blow for blow at the moment, but poor little Easy, he is chopped in this room, and there are 2 squads that know he's there. It's not the most fun place to be in, as there are
still 16 teams remaining.
Still 16 teams. We haven't seen many squads, or even teams go out. Players, I should say, is that we've only lost 9. Milta is still okay on the eastern side, and that is where a majority of the bodies will lay when the circle moves.
I think ADP is setting themselves up for endgame in that compound that they're in. I
feel
like it's going to center up right onto them. All the teams that are in the east side of Milta are probably going to need to push out. We'll have to find out, though, as we're going to take a aerial view. Here are the woods.
Well, interestingly enough, Euphoria managed to gather all their players back together as J7 goes down quickly, and they've actually found Method, the last remaining members of Method. XD manages to get a kill, so they've gone from 2 to 3 already. A good start to the day for them. A very aggressive start for the day.
There you go. Next circle.
Bang smack on ATP too, so that is fantastic for them. Method and Method's last player is ways out.
Yeah, that's Clay. And looks like Clay might be sandwiched by Euphoria. Euphoria might be forced to engage. Mids might have to fire that shotgun here as they continue to try to play passive and rack up as many points as possible. 1G will be doing some donuts as they are going to be spotted by Tanker. Tanker trying to get the shots in. 1G is getting chunked down pretty low. 1G, will they be able to survive? There's about 2 HP left on 1G. Tanker going to be pulling off this one. They are going to be in the zone. Revenants looking good.
It is looking good for Wildcard too, as they're starting to claim the kills as people are flying out of Milta. Chris from Ignite is lighting up the kill feed. The crashes are starting to come in hot and heavy as Tempest moves in on the Revenant. He's going to wear a bullet to the back, but he manages to get the trade in the player in the little hut.
Watching the mate die right there in the hut.
That's rough stuff. As Euphoria are getting tagged as well. HQA, yeah, they're going out first. Unfortunate for them as Euphoria are getting bullied by Blood and Loyalty, and that car could seal the deal for them if they manage to blow it up. It is smoking now. These Euphoria players need to get away from it, and they do move back just a little bit.
Yeah, Rick was trying to go for the flank, but was quickly spotted, I believe, by 8DP, so had to pull back onto that. Euphoria, they are going to be able to get the revives. They do have some hard cover to work with. My fear is how many grenades do they have to keep Blood and Loyalty pulled off this one? Because remember, they barely have any loot. But let's go check out Blood and Loyalty. They are going to be getting those revives once again. I wouldn't be surprised
now. They're in a really rough
push
spot
here. Oh, well, yeah, they're getting sandwiched.
They're getting sandwiched. There's the boys from Tribe have pulled up on the back side and have really helped out Euphoria here. Euphoria going to take shots at Tribe. They're helping you. Don't be doing that. Tribe actually
once again
blows up a car, which will do a lot of damage to the side of Blood and Loyalty. As you can see, 2 of their players are dead and 1's on the floor. As Tribe might get aggressive here, knowing that they knocked one of the Euphoria players as well. So this could be a lot of kills coming in very quickly for the guys from Tribe. That nade is a hole-in-one and knocks out Euphoria. Blood and Loyalty next on their list, and it looks like both of those squads might have just gone out to the side of Tribe. Fantastic work and positioning from Tribe early on in the day.
That was a great third party right there.
That was the dream third party.
That was the best third party ever. Yeah, they weren't only concentrating on Blood and Loyalty. They had about 2-2 split going on, and they were concentrating on 2 different squads at the same time in the general area. Tribe using all their grenades right there to rack up as many kills as possible in the end, and they're looking good. They're going to be holding the south end all to themselves on the edge. We will see the next circle pop here very shortly. Looks like the Knights, they are going to have a neighbor right next to them. Next circle will pop. Tribe, they're not going to be far from that, but the Ignite squad going to be centered right there on the edge, looking good.
The Knights are actually in the same house as ADP were previously, and Omen have pulled up as well. So there's 3 squads.
It's outside the zone too.
Yeah, this is, they're going to have to move. The new zone has popped. It has gone northeastern. So these guys have to move eventually.
Actually, this is right on the edge. This is right on the edge.
Okay,
so whoever wins this fight will be taking this cover.
King of the castle.
And it's a 3-story. So I'm really liking ADP's position. If they can just defend against Omen Elite and Pittsburgh Knights, they should be able to use those sight lines to kind of take out those stragglers that will be working their way on into new zone all the way from the west side. So we'll have to pay attention to that.
Carnage was looking for a grenade to get in there, but managed to get tagged down by Vigilante as he peeked out wide. Method just got knocked out by Team Totality. Omen are putting the hurt, well, not really getting the hurt. As Vigilante is knocked at Carnage, and that's
Method eliminated.
Yeah,
remember it was just Clay alive, so they only had a solo.
We're actually seeing a lot of third partying action going on here as 8DP are watching this Omen squad like a hawk. As 8DP get a knock onto Sin from Wildcard as well and finish him off. There's so much action going on. The HH24, that might actually be another team exiting the lobby as AVX goes down in a bunch of glory, flame of glory. Burst of flames, whatever you want to call it. So now, this is the compound is the one we were talking about though. He's managed to find his way over from one house to the other safely. And Omen managed to lose 2 players in quick succession. So now,
I think fighting the Knights, that's what happened to Omen.
I think that Omen got third partied as well by that. As Tribe are continuing to rack up kills on this southern side. That might be Wildcard. Almost done for sure, you'd say. Yep, there they go.
There you go.
9th place. They did manage to rack up a hefty amount of kills though. But 8DP really, we've seen them time and time again from this. Finding the great compound and the great compound in the circle and just laying out fire to anyone that tries to get close to them.
Like a Tanker
third party
in the blue.
engaging. Yeah,
I believe Tanker was pinned down out there from the Revenants. Going to be trying to heal on up. One more member from Tempo surviving. Just trying to get as many points as possible, as Jagger the Fragger will be taking some shots onto Tribe. Looks like Tribe, they were trying to push Ignite. The third party coming out from the Knights over here, trying to get a couple kills on the board here, as they currently have 4. They are going to be playing passive right now, as ATP are right next door to them.
We saw him jump out too. And
the solo member from Tempo will be pulling up over here, trying to get closer to the zone.
yeah, he's just managed maybe to eke his way in. Not too
Was
sure.
spotted by Easy.
It goes down to a nade from the IGL of UFan.
Tempo
Tempo not starting the day too hot, but did
place.
well to recover from a start that was
they only had 2
woeful.
members for the majority of the game. So
he got sprayed down in the early days. As the spray down happens onto a car now, that is HH24 falling to the wayside. Seagate picks him up, but Seagate gets returned by Tenta, who is one of the top damage dealers on that squad. I believe he is the top damage on the squad.
yeah, they got the smoke, so they should be able to get the revive over here. Lucifer and Outsider, they're also taking their own fight. So Tribe still kind of going with that 2-2 split, taking multiple fights here.
Oh, and he might just have seen that Ignite player, and the Ignite player is acting like he knows something's up as well. So this 2-2 split from Tribe could net good results, or
yeah,
they
I'm
could
worried.
get caught out by it. That nade is a bit too hot.
I'm worried about this.
Oh, here we go, the push from
push
from Knights. They're actually going aggressive into ATP's compound. They're not the first one. The second one will clean them up, though, as the trade comes out. And that will be Jagger and the boys out already in 6th. 8 DP defend their compound. Only 2 of them remaining.
I mean, they needed to push this. If they didn't, then they would have just got backstabbed, because this isn't in the next zone, as we already see the smokes happening. One more member from Omen Elite is going to be bleeding out, trying to heal up right there. Easy going to be the last member from ADP to evacuate the building.
Send the wheel as guys from ADP continue to rain some terror down, but at the moment it is Tribe in the box seat with 4 alive. Ignite players are being found one by one. This could be the last player from Ignite. It is. He's gone.
Ooh, ATP still getting some kills on the board right here.
The Omen player actually got out of the compound, but
spotted.
Thankfully for the side of ATP, it was enough. He did get a trade on, but Team Totality and Tribe are...
Tribe, they're doing great.
They're doing fantastic work at the moment. If
10 kills
Totality
for ATP.
can get that player up, or those 2 players up, we might have a little bit of a game on our hands, but we see the backpack being dropped and the snake being deployed for the last man from ATP.
Yeah, Shifan does have the rock to work with, and possibly the crate. So kind of 2 different angles to protect themselves from not only Tribe, but also Team Totality. Best case for Shifan, Totality, Tribe, they fight each other. It will allow Shifan to continue to crawl more into the center here.
He looks like he might get aggressive on this if you see some heads like that.
Is the crate looted?
No, it's not. He's
looted.
picked it up. He actually
there
just
you
picked up a backpack again. Drop that, son. You didn't need that. He picks up a Grozer as well. 40 in the clip.
That's going to be good if they get close.
Very handy.
Very handy. Hopefully Team Totality, they will tunnel vision on to Tribe. Looks like we're going to have a snake game. Oh, Richie.
Oh, he knows. Richie knows as he spots him out.
Richie getting it. So we're going to have a 4v4 coming down to this now. Team Totality versus Tribe.
Richie has no helmet and a UMP though, so he's not looking too
good. Go loot it.
Yeah, if he can get that loot, that's actually a big play from Richie, because it will be an upgrade on the vest, the helmet, and the gun. So that's exactly what you want. As Tribe is starting off well though, Seagate finds a knock and finishes it off as Enigma goes down. This will leave us in a 3v4 situation. Nade roll out. It is Tribe standing up, taking shots. HH24 getting tagged down. Tribe are putting some hurt onto TT, but Seagate peeks too wide. HH24 takes his head off. Tenza now finishes it. Another player gets tagged from Tribe. It's getting really close here as TT, Team Totality are stepping up, and they do find Lucifer coming in. That's Richie with the UMP. Gun that might not be favored in this engagement, but he's managed to finish Lucifer as well as the knocks come in thick and fast. It is Tenza that goes down next, so we're finding ourselves in a 2v2 situation.
1v2.
HH24, yeah, it's going to be Richie versus the world. No helmet. Level 2 vest is broken essentially. What can the UMP do in this situation? Tenza is going to get taken down, and Richie surely to follow. He's on 1 HP, but he steps up and he knocks the one player. It is all going to be on Richie here with a slither of HP.
He's healing up.
Oh, he does get found out. So he took the time to bandage. Unfortunately, in that time, the Tribe player outsider stood up, found him out, put him down. A great start to the day for Tribe. They needed the points, and they're going to come out swinging with them. Richie and the gang not too displeased by that as well. And 8 DP to finish it off in the top 3. They got a lot of kills, 9 between 2 of their players.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming coming into today 19th place with only 8 kills, 14 placement points, and then what did you say? Team Totality, they were in 5th place, so
Team Totality did good.
Yeah, they did good over here. Let's go check out the highlights before we get into this previous game and trying to break down the end fight. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. Quite the plane path. Remember, we had about 50-50 when it comes to circle number 1. A lot of the teams weren't necessarily sure where it would go. One team that was kind of banking on it to go south was Euphoria. Yeah,
they definitely were as they were playing that passive game. This was Tempest taking a dig early on, but that circle where it did move to Milta was the key. This is the 2 Tempo players getting taken out very early. The side of Pittsburgh Knights cleaning them up.
I like that play.
That could have been fantastic. Yeah, just didn't have the speed to quite knock that player out. This was the player getting caught with his pants down in the room. I don't even know what room that is, actually. It has no purpose, really.
There's a closet.
Yeah, a little closet. Tribe, though, this was a big fight from them. This was the perfect third party. If you want to look up how to third party, this is going to be smack bang the picture in the dictionary because they managed to get 2 kills on 2 squads.
That's where I was getting worried for Tribe right there. They had a 2-2 split. They were working with 2 different fights. They were trying to pin down Team Totality. They were also trying to be aggressive with Ignite at the same exact time. I feel like if Team Totality would have pushed as 4 members strong right there, then that flank from Tribe would have been exposed because they only had 2 guns looking down that way. And that could have been the GG for Tribe. But they were able to defend that. They made Team Totality rethink pushing to the east as we saw Team Totality push to the west.
Yeah, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, and they certainly did, and collected the little jam tar as well. So this is how the points broke down in our first game of the day. Tribe claiming a 31-point chicken dinner. Team Totality pulling up with 24. 8 DP Gold with their fantastic kill presence has managed to claim 20 points. Ignite, Pittsburgh, they're still going pretty hot. They were still in the top 8, you'd assume, after this game. Omen Elite finding themselves 9. Tempo, despite their poor start to the game, they found 6 for themselves, and Wildcard with 8. So all those teams will be pretty happy with the start of their day. Maybe Tempo was a little bit miffed at losing 2 players early on, but
yeah, I mean, they did what they could do with the situation. We saw them being extremely passive, trying not to be spotted. Unfortunate for them, the circles just were not feeling it for them in game number 1, so they were spotted here. Here's the rest of the teams here. B2W, we saw them getting taken out pretty early on. Cream Esports, I feel like they've been kind of on the up and up of things just a little bit.
Yeah.
Going to be getting taken down pretty early this game. HQA, also Euphoria, Method. So this is what match 1 standings look like from game number 1.
Yeah, Revenants finding themselves 4 placement points with no kill points, which is kind of unusual. When you consider it in the group stages, they were one of the higher killing teams.
Here's the overall, the unnamed still up there at the top, Cloud9. These teams, both of them, are not going to be playing today. Team Totality already got 3rd place.
Yeah, so they have an opportunity to push themselves up.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, they could catch Cloud9
about 40
pretty
points.
Easily. But
yeah, I guess.
42
maybe
points.
Even 1st place.
Yeah, if they get another chicken dinner on the day, you'd expect it.
3 more games to go, definitely doable. Space Station, Team 9, they are not here today. The Knights, Ignite, Omen. These are squads that we will be paying attention today as they still have 3 more games remaining. They are definitely looking to move on up these leaderboards. Moving down to 9th through 16th. Here we go.
Yeah, we got Tribe, the big mover, and that's pushing everybody down with that chicken dinner. They
went from 19th
to 10th in one big foul swoop. 8 DP Gold, ever consistent. You see their kill points and the placement points ever so even, as they've managed to find themselves 64 points after 5 games. So that's a really good average for them so far. Just averaging about, 12, 13 points a game, which is fantastic.
It's okay.
You take that.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Especially in the semifinals where the quality of teams is pretty high.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And we have, in the other regions, we've seen that about 110 to 120 points
was the highest in one day.
Well, no, that was about
the
safe mark as well. So a lot of these teams getting just over halfway to doing it with a lot of games still to go.
So yeah, so definitely on the right track, especially if you are Tribe Gaming. I'm sure the fans in the chat are just non-stop spamming the Tribe Gaming emote. They had lots of support from the semifinals. They really weren't performing. So hopefully with this chicken dinner and those kills to boot, that will be that confidence booster needed to get the old Tribe back. The squad that everybody knows is tried and true that can perform.
Yeah, well, looking at performances, Tensor's actually found himself on the kill leaderboard. That is 17 kills in 5 games, by the way. So
all the other squads have 8.
Yep, everyone else has 8 on that board, but Tensor, he's doing it with 5. You have a bit of a mountain to climb to catch Sixless and Raven. Sixless might be in range, 5 kills, very doable, but 8 kills over 3 games. Yeah, okay, that's not too
Accountant
bad.
right there.
Yeah.
Accountant Ben. Good
Yeah,
job. Good job. Always impressing me. Always flexing on us with that, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, my accounting tutor had a mustache very similar to yours, actually. I'm trying to remember his name, but can't remember it. Either way.
You think about it on the break.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been game number 1. Remember, after today, we will be officially over that halfway mark for the North America semifinals. Don't go nowhere. We got Sanhok and Hot and Sweaty coming up right after the break.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Anytime, anywhere. There is a better choice. PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. A quick game for those short breaks. There is a better choice.
In which area they want to crash and take the fight to. And it looks like they will be traveling down right on top of Infinix. But here's Tempo Storm trying to run.
Oh, it's a nice knock.
The swamp over here.
These players from Tribe were moving quite early to try and make that interception. They will continue to spray down. That's another knock, in fact.
Here comes one.
Oh, this is
prime. The drive by
no.
the bridge camp. Can they get? There's one.
They
There's
are.
two. Here comes another one. Can we get Quip out there in the distance?
No, he's
they
dropping
actually
off.
dropped off. Gotta put themselves up here.
Oh, they're going to spot. Maybe, yes, one spotted is Wi-Fi. He takes a dip, and you'd imagine that there isn't time for it to be revived, and that is both of the Omen players removed, so it is an ignite. That will be one of the players taking out. Now the 2 players in the hut are activated. They have to push out. There's only 1 player alive.
They're jumping
Everyone's
down. They're
jumping off.
jumping down, trying to get the kills.
It is going to be the unnamed from the top rope, dropping down, taking out.
The pan. Oh, it's the nade. Oh no, it's just a smoke, just a smoke, just a smoke. He doesn't know. He does not know the Mad Dog lies.
Yeah.
Are they just going to leave him?
I think they might.
Oh, they've given him a smoke as well.
That's so good for him.
Is this a 5-player team? What are we seeing here?
A few moments later.
And IND are just giving. Oh no, he's going to spot that.
No, he does.
Surely he didn't.
Come on, Slayer.
Oh my goodness.
It's in your
mate.
namesake. You've got to take him down, son.
No
Mad Dog's
way.
still there. This guy is literally free soloing right now.
He's solo squad.
12 seconds later.
Around here, Salty Squad also taking down Godlike, and they've done a great job to stay into it. But can Mad Dog just stay here? He is now.
Do you think he
moving.
can jump in the vehicle? If he gets in?
It will
I think he was.
Oh no, he's actually taking the shot.
Oh, is it? Oh, he's not quite able to get the knock. First one, swaps weapon, looking for Slayer.
Dose.
Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We've got
Grego.
Oh.
Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on
Oh,
him.
the jukes are real right now. Grego.
Oh.
Can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
He's giving it up.
no.
No, he hasn't.
Take
He's
it
jumped
up.
back. He's coming
Okay,
double back,
going back,
faking it.
back.
Cool.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's
There
knocked
we
over.
go.
He's gonna get out and give him the BML. Not
Just chilling, like near the circle. They don't want to get into any fights. Especially they have executors on the same city right there, so maybe just gonna chill. And that was close. That was interesting.
Is the nasty baby
Ooh,
drop.
look at
But
this.
Justice finally falling in. DJS is in a lot of trouble here, but Justice gets shot upon by Yai. He's one of the players trying to run away, but he still actually hits a 3. Now he will be put out and will be sprayed down, and they will be able to knock him down on the floor.
The teams that are right at the bottom. Has he not spotted Nico though? Yeah, he's just a little bit hidden. Oh, now he's going to spot him.
Yeah.
How can he not have done? He gets over the wall before he gets knocked. Fantastic.
Does get a lot of damage on the trade, but the red cannons are all over this movement at the moment.
And there they go, quickly. Esports out in number 15. Actually, no, it's not even the team we're watching. That's a different team altogether, but...
Ooh, that does a fair bit of damage too, knocking these players to half HP. That Molotov they threw in previously does get a knockout. This might be the signal to go, go, go. Pushing in here. There is one player just sitting on the deck, knocked out. But the Molotov is actually burning himself with it, so this is a Molotov he knocked down earlier.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts. We got 3 more games to go today. Tribe going to be working together as a tribe to get the first chicken dinner here, the first chicken dinner that they will be acquiring here in the semifinal stage.
Yeah.
Can they get another one? I had to ask you that right off the bat.
Well, I mean, yeah, they probably can. But if you missed the tribal chicken dinner, you need to go over to the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel, where we're reaching 1 million subscribers rapidly. We've been popping off all 3 weeks now of tournament play over the multiple regions. But you can catch all the VODs there, make your own highlight clips, make your own montages and all sorts of stuff off all the content over there. And if you want to make montages yourself out of your own gameplay, you need to download the game on the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. It's for free, Dave. So potentially, what you do, download the game, slay out, make montage, YouTube famous, FaZe Clan sign you, millionaire.
And then we can DM you for some extra clout.
Extra clout. I need clout. Dave doesn't need clout.
We all need clout. That's what we live off of.
That's the currency.
That's what we're getting paid here. Clout. Let's be real.
I'm getting paid dollars. He's getting paid clout. So that's okay.
You must have a better contract than I do. So we'll have to work on that. It depends what you prioritize in life. But talking about prioritizing, we will be moving on into Sanhok coming up next. The Knights looking okay that game.
Yeah,
Who else was looking okay the last game?
Well, I mean, obviously Tribe and Totality were okay, but teams
Tempo,
teams like Knights and Tempo lost 2 players early. Even 8DP lost a member pretty early on, but they still managed to worm their way up. But that's the difference between the good teams and the great teams. You see the great teams like Tempo, Knights, 8DP to an extent too. They're pretty great. They managed to find a way to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Get 2 knock players knocked, play passive, get top 6, then you start moving around the map. Speaking of maps, we've got a beauty here. It is Sanhok. This plane path is going straight from the northeast to the southwest. So that's a beautiful little plane path to go with.
So it's Cream
Very
Kirka. That's the skin player.
Cream?
Yeah.
Player? Which player?
Kirka.
Kirka.
K-I-R-A.
Oh, Kira.
Kira. Cream Kira.
Congratulations, Team
I don't know why I said Kirka.
Well, I'm in.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato. Yeah, that's generally the gist of it.
As long as it's red.
Yep. Red and in the salad
and
fun.
Juicy.
As we do see the plane coming to its end, players are going to get out. Everywhere is open. Plane was straight down the middle of this island, about as friendly as you can get. Everywhere's going to be open. We'll have to see if the circle obliges with its hospitality. Nice one on boot camp wouldn't be too bad. We haven't actually seen a boot camp finish anywhere just yet.
We haven't seen a cave finish. That was your call out yesterday.
Well, we got both in play at the moment. Unlikely, as they're both about 70% of the way to the edge, or about 65, but it's possible. Cave would be fun, but very unlikely because there's water in that cave. I found out the easy way because I always land my cave drops.
I wonder if that's counted towards like the algorithm though when it comes to.
That's very interesting, actually.
Yeah, because I know the algorithm it counts the water considering how deep it is, right? So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yesterday in Wildcard we actually had the final circle right there on the coast, like the river of Painan.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
The 2 different land masses were on both edges, and the water was pretty centralized. Right in the middle.
It's a fun way to end it.
Yeah, it's a very fun way. A couple of the members finding the hard way there, going to be drowning in knee-high water. Unfortunate for them, but that was Wildcard. As Ben mentioned, make sure you go check out the YouTube channel, PUBG Esports Mobile.
Yeah, we
subscribe. Watch the VODs.
We got so many regions duking it all out.
Almost 24/7. I mean, there's like an hour break here and there, but it has just been non-stop PUBG Mobile action all
I can list them all too, I think.
List them.
Well, we have the Southeast Asia guys, which are in the studio at the moment downstairs, rocking it out. They have a LAN set up. We have North America, we have South America, we have Wildcard, we have EU, we have Middle East and North Africa, and we have one more that I'm missing. Oh no, that's it, I think.
You're pretty much describing the world right there.
Yeah, there are a few places missing. Unfortunately, we do not cover Antarctica. The Penguins and their flippers just do not have opposable thumbs, so they can't play the video game. The Seals don't do either, so there's really nothing down there.
Hashtag penguin equality.
Yeah, give them some thumbs.
I see that one.
Give them some thumbs.
Trending after today's
Actually,
conversation.
don't give them some thumbs.
Yeah, they'd probably take over the world.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Global warming, give them some thumbs.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, right? The water will rise, so the penguins will be able to
adapt.
Access
They're going to
more
adapt
areas,
and grow thumbs.
They're going to evolve. And they'll be really angry because we're melting their ice. So they'll take it out on us. So maybe I've just unleashed a beast. Prophecy's beasting at the moment as he's spraying down these players, trying to wear them away. Oh, that player is moving very... Oh, no, don't do that. And he has crossed in the open. The Cream player will drop to the deck, but...
Joe should be able to provide that support.
Yeah.
But it looks like Method, they are kind of split between Cream. So Cream is going to be sandwiched right now. Let's see what Clay can do and Ever Fury. Can they make a comeback from last game's performance here? Rack up a couple kills. Are we...
He's emoting? Yep.
Yeah, Clay's emoting.
Actually, that could actually free the camera up to move third person to see
Oh!
I've seen it being used before in other titles, but...
Wow! Huh? That's some meta right there.
We have some knocks coming out. One of the Cream players has been knocked, and Kira has been spotted behind this rock. The spray does come out from the jumping Ever Fury, but it's not going to be able to connect as the rock has politely moved itself there.
Kira's getting flanked right here. Ever Fury's going to be
Oh, Ever Fury's been spotted on the flank.
tagged by Cheeto.
Cheeto saving the day. Kira now in a more aggressive position as Cheeto's actually knocked Monarch as well. So Cheeto's on a bit of a tear. He's knocked 2 down.
Oh, look at that angle from Clay.
Yeah, that's a nice little bit of an
between
angle.
the rocks right there.
Well, this fight's going really pear-shaped with both these squads as one of the players will be thirsted out. Kira now moving forward. Only one player from the side of Cream has hit the deck as Kira retreats, and they will be able to get that med kit off, or the first aid. Method, down a player.
Yep.
Monarch has managed to crawl himself to relative safety, but...
Looks like Joe's getting a little aggressive here. You got to wonder the meds, what the situation looks like, what the armor situation looks like. We see Prophecy, no vest, only a level 1 helmet, so they're not working with much here.
Oh, he's going to go push as well. He did get a knock with that nade. He goes around the corner. This player is incredibly low as well, so he's going to get 2 thirsts for 1. It's a 2-for-1 deal. I take those.
Other Cream members are on the outskirts. Looks like they are going to be trying to push on to Clay here. Clay having Kira pinned down. Kira can't really pull back the Cheeto, so it's going to find themselves in an awkward situation, especially when the other members of Method finish healing up and decide to provide the support to Clay.
Yeah, they will be able to take a nice angle too. You'd expect Cheeto to just run away from this, and it looks like they are. It looks like Kira will be left in a 1v3. If they win it, great, but Cheeto's either repositioning or running away, and for my money, it would be heading to the hills, trying to secure themselves that insurance policy of taking rank. Oh no, he is actually cresting that hill, so he is taking this alternate angle and trying to find Clay's backside.
Yep.
Clay, no pan, means no backside protection.
Oh, it looks like, yeah, Clay's going to be caught off guard right here, actually.
I think this is going to be, oh, he's not on the angle, just not wide enough just yet.
They're definitely
Kira might need to peek to buy time here, just
to keep them there.
Yeah,
keep them
it does look like they are doing that, just shoulder peeking here. But they have to be careful. Kira has to be very careful of the other Method members getting into it. As we see Jagger tagging down one player from ADP. Hasn't finished the kill
I'm
just
surprised Cheeto hasn't gotten the angle yet.
He hasn't flanked it just wide enough yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Cheeto, I wonder what the team comes to look like. Maybe Cheeto is telling Kira to pull back towards them.
Oh.
Jagger. Like, yeah, Kira trying to get on out of there.
That's 3 players from ADP that have been knocked. As Jagger starts to confirm players out, Kira does get taken down. So now it is just Cheeto. And ADP have lost 3. Also in the kill feed was Team Totality. HH24 taking a dip down. I believe that might have even been tried.
Oh man, ADP, Shifan and Easy already done and dusted. Bappa's bleeding out. Looks like Helmet Off is going to try to just get somewhere safe for the time being.
Just trying to ride it out.
Yep, ride it out, but I don't think the Knights are going to let go of this. I feel like some of the members from the Knights have spotted Helmet out. Yeah, as they will be taking some shots at him. Yep, Helmet Off. Going to keep running. They did give up the chase, though.
Yeah, so they saw
him. Not worth it.
Yeah, they saw him drop down the other side of the hill, and they were just like, you know what? It's probably not worth us chasing around that far, as we've already got 3 points out of this situation. So I
feel like they were interrogating Bappa right there. Like, tell us where they're going. Tell us where they're going.
Where does he live? He lives in a shack.
He's back to his shack. So the solo member here, unfortunate for 8DP. It's one of the teams that we wanted to kind of come into these games and perform.
Yeah, they never really dominate as such. Well, there was that one game on Erangel that they did dominate. But they're always so consistent in finding themselves in those final circles, finding themselves 5 or 6 kills and some high placements that they do accrue points pretty quietly. The community has noticed that they do racked themselves up a fair amount of points just from placing well and getting a pretty decent amount of kills, and they've called them pretty consistent, which is a fair call. You always like to see the consistent teams be rewarded as well, as it is pretty difficult for teams to be consistent in a game like PUBG, the Battle Royale setting. As the circles add so much, the random nature of the loot, the random nature of the teams. You don't really know how 60 other people are going to act at any given time, as we do see the last player from Cream.
The beauty of Battle Royale right there.
Yeah, it is.
You're just breaking it down for us.
That's what makes it so exciting to watch and so exciting to play, is you never know really what's going to happen. Euphoria, they'll want to stay away from the action. That is about a
kind
decent
of
length.
similar to life in general.
Yeah.
Never know what's going to happen.
Oh,
Can't really plan for too much.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be where I am today. So you never know.
Mobile guy.
Mobile guy, but
driving your Ferrari.
Yeah. I just got the new Spider too, and it's been fantastic.
Did you get it shipped over here? That's a question.
No, I got it shipped back to Australia.
Oh, okay.
But I had to get it converted to right-hand drive.
Oh, what a fancy mobile guy.
It cost me an arm and a leg.
That's
but
pocket change, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Those mobile guys just racking it in over here. As Tempo, they're going to have 4 live. A lot of the teams' circle is so large right now that there's no reason to push on to anything. A lot of the squads are going to be find themselves in a centralized location for the most part, right?
Yeah. They're not.
They already have loot.
They're not struggling.
Not struggling.
Sure.
There's really not much else to do but just wait it out. Hope and pray that the PUBG gods himself will favor your compound and allow you to continue to...
Tell you what, they are going to struggle in
Netflix
this hard
and chill.
shifts. Here it comes. I'm feeling it in my jellies. It's a hard shift coming, Dave.
Nah.
Get excited.
We're going center.
I'm amped.
We're going center.
I'm ready.
We're going center.
Oh! It's not that much of a hard
shift.
shift. No, it's not.
Sanhok is so small, even if you get a hard shift, it's
is.
like, okay, we'll just walk 3 steps.
Yeah, that is essentially what goes on. But we are in a nice little area of Sanhok. There's a lot of little compounds, but you see the terrain now. Lots of rocks, lots of trees, lots of dips, ducks and dives.
Lots of grass.
Yeah, there's a lot of grass too. Would suck if you're allergic to grass, hey. But Blood and Loyalty player hits the deck as HQA, answering back for their poor performance last game, have found themselves a kill on a rotating player. The firing squad lined up essentially there, watching them rotate. But now we do have Blood and Loyalty answering back.
Yep, Richt going to be...
Oh, Richt is in a wrecked position.
In a wrecked position. Wrecked. The Richt.
I hope he hasn't fired his gun, actually.
HQA.
He's cooked. No, he's cooked.
Hopefully that laser
Good
sight
night.
doesn't shine into one of their eyes and give away their position. But their squad members from Blood and Loyalty trying to provide that support to Richt, as Landland will be tossing some grenades over there. We already saw one grenade connect onto Richt. And Richt will be tagged right there by Cross. Cross holding the off angle. Fantasy over here. Going to be pulling back. Not going to be weighing the options, saying that this one's worth it. As Richt, you know, you find yourself in a tough situation. You're going to have to pay the consequences, as we got to concentrate on our placements, because coming into today, Blood and Loyalty, not counting the last game, but they're in 21st position.
Oh, that's rough.
Only 3 kills.
All right. So
17 placement points.
3 kills, 17 placement points. That's very similar to Euphoria, actually.
Before this game, yeah, Euphoria had 2 kills and 17 points. So very similar.
Very
HQA
similar.
with 3 kills, 11 points when it comes to placements. So these are our bottom teams. That's not counting the previous game. This is coming into today as a whole.
Well, HQA have already done one better and got themselves a kill already. On to Blood and Loyalty. They're looking for more, but they're not going to find much, as Blood and Loyalty players have decided that Rick's life was given as a sacrifice.
For free, yeah. Sacrifice. Maybe to the Circle Gods, right?
Circle Gods, yeah.
Let's sacrifice Rick and hope that we can find a nice little shack and just camp it out. Hopefully we have some nice cable, some nice internet to our shack, because then we can definitely do everything we want to do, download some games.
Tell you what, our shack last night.
Talk to our friends.
Our shack last night wasn't having the finest internet. Dropped out of a few games, felt bad.
Our shack?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, it's not really a shack. They put it up in a nice place, but...
I'm in the penthouse.
Oh, wait, what?
You're in the shack?
Yeah.
Hey, I guess, remember, I'm getting paid in clout, so...
yeah, maybe I'm just too expensive.
It's too expensive.
It's my accommodation costs coming out of it.
So we saw some stats right there.
Yeah,
Prophecy.
494.
Putting up some numbers on the board. Talking about Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal style. M249. Oh, that's near your cave, right? No one's near there. Helmet off. The solo player might have seen the plane drop, but you gotta guess that you know another squad will be chasing down a crate. Surprisingly enough, though, a lot of teams here don't really crate hunt. Like if a crate drops near them, it's like, oh, cool, I'll pick it up. But no one actively chases down the crates.
No, it's very much a case of if they know they're 100% safe to get the crate, yeah. But if there's
they're near it,
yeah,
like it just happens to be close.
Any sort of doubt about it, they just not bother with it. The loot is pretty decent.
That kind of bothers me though. I mean, because I'm a crate hunter myself.
Oh yeah, you got to chase the looty B.
I chase the looty B. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the level 3 helmet, the level 3 vest.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, imagine M249 right now.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
Especially if you helmet off. Like, you're a solo player, you have nothing to lose, I feel like. Because the odds of you getting 11th place and above, that's really stacked against you in this situation. So,
it certainly is.
If you can get anything that will help you survive a little longer.
It's another essential shift, by the way.
I feel like you should concentrate on it.
Yeah, we saw Revenant and Method facing off a little bit there. And this is kind of the overview of the situation. Pittsburgh Knights might come in and ruin the day for everyone. But just on that, yeah, you often see when there are the snakes in the grass, it does come down to the fact that
who's got the better armor?
Well, and they can get the big spray downs as well because they are those snakes. They usually get in behind squads.
They catch you off guard.
Yeah, so if you have an M249,
ooh, you're spraying for days.
Yeah, you're spraying for days, and
you can maybe spray a whole squad if they're close to each other.
It's the best gun to have for that spraying, right? So
yeah.
Obviously he doesn't know what gun is in.
Yeah. But it just goes to show, like, maybe that's something solo players should focus on.
Yeah.
You should think about.
What's your thoughts, chat? Let us know.
Let us know. Yeah, we got the chat open, by the way. We're always open to discussion. It especially helps with these slow early games.
Yeah.
We are on a delay. So,
a little bit of delay.
If you ask us a question, we'll get to you in a couple of minutes. So our Yelp review is 4.5 because of that.
Yeah, it's the delay tanks it down 0.5, but generally
it's out of our hands, so.
Yeah, it is out of our hands.
So
I can't have stream snipers. It's the whole reason why I don't stream. I'm too popular. I just get stream sniped all the time. It'd be rubbish.
I like stream snipers because it just adds to my skill level.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I can take them out. Doesn't matter if they know where I'm at.
They're just free kills coming to you,
Free kills, exactly.
You got to collect them up. There's lots of gunfire off in the background. That's HQA and the side of AVX getting stuck into each other, and this is it now. AVX are finding them, but also HQA are getting third-party by Blood and Loyalty. Some payback for Richt going down.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even AVX that got Richt, but still payback.
Payback.
Avenge him. Avenge our fallen comrade Richt.
Oh, there's a couple teams over here.
Yeah, there is a couple. But HQA are really wearing the worst of it. One of them has actually managed to get a knock onto Nico from Tempo from out of nowhere, you'd say, as Clay with the UMP is going hard to paint onto B2W as well. So B2W are continuing their woes, but Method have really been the top fraggers in this game so far. They've been cleaning house. As
Still 16 teams live. Ooh, look at Micro TT trying to hold this angle. Lan, I believe, is bleeding out.
Yeah,
Cross is bleeding out as well.
This is the last player from HQA, in fact, so he's got a mountain of work to do to avoid going out in 16th for the second game in a row, as Tribe are wearing knocks from Illusions, the side of Wildcard. So that fight will continue to rage on. They've been at it.
Are they getting the revive onto Lan?
Could be. Cross is...
I don't know. No, actually, we're not. We're not getting the revive yet. Ooh. Oh, it was a bait right there.
Jabate.
The Jabate from Micro TT.
Oh, you just want one.
You gotta get it. You're just watching Lan bleed out right next to you.
You're watching your boy bleed
out.
Yeah,
like just right next to you. You're like holding their hand, like it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
It's not gonna be okay.
No, it's not gonna be okay. You gotta lie to him. You gotta make him feel better.
He was waiting for Lan to bleed out so he could just take his stuff. There we go.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Yeah, the classic play.
The truth comes out.
He copped himself a med kit for that actually, so that's not
bad.
Not too bad. Ditched his bandages. Can't be taking up too much room there. But here's the last player from HQA, and he's surrounded by a bunch of angry boys hunting for some more kills, as Blood and Loyalty are pushing in towards that area. They're actually rotating past to the south. Thankfully for poor little HQA. We haven't had the best tournament so far.
Ooh, we did see a circle.
Yep, and it's centraled up
Tribe looking good still. They have a pretty solid compound overlooking Quarry, just in case a couple teams do decide to take it up over there. Euphoria, no one's surprised, going to be 4 live on the edge, still surviving. Ignite, they are going to have a sort of a challenge, you know, to make their way on up to the north. Not too much, but the main focus right here, the north. I see multiple squads that need to push their way on in.
Yeah, we're on board with Tempo. Nico
Tempo's
now.
already pushing, yep.
So they're going to push onto AVX.
Look at this. They're like trying to weasel their way in.
Yeah.
Right between.
It's crazy.
Right between them. Right between AVX. Look at this. They're
Tempo coming out of this compound crawling because they know that fellas are around. As Richie lights up the Blood and Loyalty guys, they tried to find a way in, but Team Totality are marking all the entrances on the West Coast. This is going to be very close.
I'm surprised that AVX gave up on getting Wang. We knew there was one over there. They saw Wang. They took shots at Wang.
They weren't keen to change their positioning up just to alternate. Oh, there we go.
Oh, they're just, okay.
Wang is.
They were just waiting for Wang. They spotted the Wang, taking them down and out.
But Prophecy might actually be able to get a free kill on the B2W players here, as they're not really expecting it. No, they have found him, and he has been knocked out, and Clay is nowhere near being able to revive him. So Clay is dropped in the house there and just waiting. As they did find them. Tempo Nico has come out swinging, and he's managed to get one of the knocks up on that fight, as we are on board with it once more, as they're getting all sorts of angles here. Rain is on a flank and a half. He stands up. He'll see Tempest and almost certainly take him down, as Micro TT is just evacuated the area. Tempest has actually stand out.
Tempest hears something.
Tempest is actually playing the Scarecrow right now, Dave.
Tempest hears something. Is like, okay, guys, there's someone over here.
Yeah.
I'm looking for him.
Rain got caught in his flank. Got put down for it.
Tempest is definitely playing really good bait right now.
Yeah, he's definitely the Scarecrow right now, isn't he?
AVX is going to be like...
they're all like, what is he doing?
What is he doing? What's he doing? Scarecrow. Scarecrow Tempo is going to be caught off guard when AVX pops off with that next level 200 IQ play. And it looks like the bait...
Here he goes! He goes for the spray down.
He got one. He got one.
What?
The classic AFK bait right there. AFK bait.
And Tempo all of a sudden have got 3 players knocked and only 1 alive. So Tempo are going from bad to worse, really, as their games are just not getting any traction. The third party comes in from Wildcard onto the side of AVX. He actually gets finished out. Spec is the last man up from Tempo Storm. B2W has dropped out in the meantime. The Pittsburgh Knights have found themselves in the quarry. J7 is wearing a lot of fire. Drops down to about 1 HP. Omen, they're sitting very pretty at the moment. They'll be able to guard the circle out. Cream have left us.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate.
So quick update when it comes to Omen. We got a little moment here. Carnage from the group stages, 2.6k damage. All right.
Nice.
Knee, 2.3k damage. Zute, 2.8k damage. And then Wi-Fi, 2.4k damage. So pretty much the damage output throughout the squad, almost even right there. They're going to be sharing the workload, as we do have a overview of them. Tempo Storm will be eliminated right now. And then right across the way, one more stat real quick. The Knights, we're going to have Sam with around 4.7k damage. Vigilante, 4.9k damage. They are going to be getting some fights right now, so let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah, they are getting fights onto the side of Omens. These are the 2 squads you mentioned. Sam putting his damage numbers up quite well, as he's going to throw some smokes for the boys. I believe we saw B2W drop as well, or another team drop. As we are down to our final 10. Reels are 2 players.
Illusion's going to be taken down.
This is Wildcard's third party onto this fight. And Pittsburgh Knights have the blue at their back. They have to push in. And Wildcard is sitting on this hill line, ready to take full advantage of this. As Jagger's getting tagged down. He's got 4 kills for the game. But you'd think his end is near, as the last play from ATP does drop out. The first aid kit comes out from Vigilante. It's not going to be enough. Omen are going to be saved by the zone, essentially, as the Knights are forced into a bad situation. Vigilante going for another first aid kit in the blue, and Zute bleeds out to the zone. So Omen are struggling. That even could be them gone.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. The Knights were getting ready to push Omen right there. Yeah. And then Wildcard popping up, trying to ruin the day.
He's got 2! He's got 2! There's only 1 player up now from Wildcard. This is turned on its head. MVP, Jagger. Who's going to win the engagement? He's going to get the finish on the kill. That's 5 for Jagger. He doesn't know where this last Wildcard player is. As Vigilante goes down, it's now 1v1. Jagger, MVP. Who's going to be?
Ring around the rosy.
He's going to ring around the rock.
Jagger. 1v1.
Jagger's going for it. He's going for the aggression.
Oh, the crouch. Oh, the drop shot. MVP. Going to be having 4 kills this game. Able to most likely. Oh, no. Sin will be eliminated there. Yep.
Sin's
bleeding
done.
out right now, but still being able to get the clutch there means placement points, means kill points. MVP hopefully going to be able to med up. There should be some meds in those crates as well for them to move forward.
Tribe now.
The drop shot. Oh, that was beautiful.
The drop shot was beautiful. Euphoria actually takes shots onto Tribe and get one. Tribe are answering onto TT and AVX. They are all surrounded, and Tribe will go out in a blaze of glory, essentially. And sorry, that was TT that dropped as well. As Wildcard's MVP is still hanging out. Tribe are 4 strong, so it was Team Totality that got knocked out. Ignite and Wildcard have 1 alive. Euphoria find themselves in a top 5 finish with 2 people alive. And AVX, after dealing with Tempo Storm and dealing with all the aggressors as Wildcard finally drop out.
I mean, there's 4 teams remaining, okay? Tribe, they still have 4 alive right here. They're looking to get back-to-back chicken dinners. Meanwhile, Euphoria, they're going to be alive with 2,
outsider.
Ignite with 1, and then AVX with 2. So when it comes to who has the advantage here, it has to be Tribe. Let's see if they can pull it together and get another chicken dinner.
Yeah, they found one of the AVX players. They don't have the circle in their favor, Tribe, but they do have the manpower as they are 4 active. Euphoria has the circle, but you would imagine Tribe would be the favorites as they probably can move from tree to tree here, closing the gap. Euphoria have their work cut out for them. There are 2 snakes on the angles, but one of them has been found. The Ignite snake has been tagged.
Yeah,
he's been
pinned down for some time now. Yeah. They keep taking shots, just letting them know, like, listen, you can't move.
He has 3 first aid kits and a med kit.
I don't know how many smokes. Smokes should be able to come in handy right now.
No,
they will be spotted, so only 1 more snake goes. Micro's going to try to crawl their way on in. Mitz and Sergio, the 2 remaining members from Euphoria, let's see if they can pull this one off. It's going to be a challenge.
Oh, yeah, we saw Mitz last game having a bit of a rough one.
Very rough one.
Very rough one.
Able to make the comeback here. Micro trying to outcrawl the blue right there. Looks like Tribe, they are going to be concentrating on Euphoria. Is Micro going to try to third party this or just try to survive as long as possible? I see on the top map, Micro is looking at a couple members from Euphoria.
Euphoria have taken
will be taking shots.
Micro's been spotted though behind this tree, so all of a sudden it is all kicked off. Micro is behind a tree. He knows where it is. The Euphoria play has been finished and thirsted out. So Euphoria are only down to 1. It is going to be a bit of a race to see who finishes second.
Down to Micro.
It's got to be down to Micro and
Sergio.
The last player, Sergio. This is a race for second place, essentially.
I think Sergio is right on the corner. I think Sergio has some cover just inside.
This grenade could be the end of Micro. It does pop a bit late.
Okay,
doesn't manage to finish out, but it is the push coming out from Tribe. They know where this player is, so they are hunting him in the back. The teammate goes down. Sigurd manages to knock his homie. Micro now with the spray with the AK isn't enough. He's tagged down a few players, but it's not enough to secure it. So it will be Euphoria finishing in a second place, you'd imagine. Yeah. Unless Sergio pulls off a great trick, a great magic trick. He could get 3 with 1 nade there, but doesn't know what we know.
They're all healing up. Yep, they're all healing up. Lucifer, 100% sure.
And they know he's in this house too.
100% sure.
2 first aid kits, so he's got
10 bandages, 2 painkillers. Lucifer is just going to be popping right here into the blue. Sergio will be taking down 1. They know for a fact where they are. Should they risk it and send more members into blue? I wouldn't recommend it. Here we go, though. Sergio's going to be taking down another one. Memo taken down and out. Is Tribe throwing it right now? They do not need to do this, but going down to the blue. Sergio didn't heal. Sergio could have healed right there.
Well, he couldn't heal because actually it was
could have healed.
It was pretty smart from Tribe because what they did is they stopped his med animation. They knew that maybe if he had 12 med kits or something, he can heal up through that zone. But by sending players
I guess it did distract him. Okay.
he has to get out of his med animation, and that will just kill him in the end of the day. But it is Tribe.
Back to back.
Back to back, baby. And the first 2 as well, so they might set themselves up for a hat trick.
I mean, coming into today, 19th spot. Remember, we saw last game, I believe they were in 10th position. So trying to get onto the top leaderboards here. Not that many kills this game, though. Not that many kills.
Quiet one.
Bit of a quiet one.
Euphoria, though. Mitz with 4 kills. They came into the day with 2. Mitz is on an absolute tear.
Let's send it over to highlights. Will we see Mitz's 4 kills in the highlight? I hope so.
I hope every single one of them is in one of the highlights. But Euphoria are turning up, which is great. They had a rough game 1, but game 2 they managed to secure themselves second place with 5 kills. But the main killers of that squad, well, Pittsburgh Knights had a nice amount of kills on them. Wildcard had a lot of kills. Omen didn't quite get as many kills as they wanted to out of that position near the quarry, but unfortunately, sometimes you just can't turn those good positions into frags. As Jagger did claim the most kills on the map, I believe, with 5. So
hopefully we have the AFK crate. Oh, the AFK bait right there.
Oh,
for
that was
Tempest.
a beautiful bait.
That was a bait because they saw a person standing still. They probably thought it was a DC, so they went up close and personal, and then Tempest just unloaded it and right there got a kill.
It was a DC. This was the big nade from Jagger. Claims
the double.
Oh,
Nick double.
I was rooting for him here.
I can't believe the drop shot from Mitz right there.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Taking on the Knights.
Jagger had 3 in the clip, so it would have been a rough one to finish off. But
here it goes.
Tribe.
fantastic way to end the game. Playing it to perfection, except for that nade. That one's a bit clowny, but
I actually like what you brought up here, because for a second there, I thought they were just being greedy and just trying to finish the game quickly with sending one member in at a time, but that's actually like 500 IQ right there, trying to stop them from healing up in the blue, because they could have had a heal off, and they don't know how many meds that solo might have. That solo, for all they know, could have 10 meds. Let's go check out the board. Let's see what the match 1 or match 2 standings looks like here.
Look at that.
Tribe back-to-back chicken dinners, 27 points. Euphoria, wow, 5 kills.
5 kills.
5 kills, 14 placement points, 19 kills. Looking good when it comes to trying to get as many points as possible here today.
Yes, certainly.
Here are the rest of the squads.
Yeah, it's fantastic work. You can see the kills spread pretty evenly throughout the top 8 positions there. Even Method down at 8, getting 5. Team Totality with 4. So there isn't going to be that one big winner on the kill front, as nobody's going to hit double digits. Pittsburgh Knights and Wildcard claiming 9 apiece. That fight was fantastic out of Pittsburgh Knights and Wildcard and Omen. So that 3-way fight was probably the highlight for me in that game. It was really intense, and players showcasing their skills to great effect there.
Yeah, I mean, the Knights, you can only imagine, like, what if they were able to push onto Omen? Because that was the original game plan. They wanted to push Omen. They had the cover. And once when they popped over that one ridge is when Wildcard started popping off on them. And that immediately got the Knights' attention. The Knights went and pushed over there. We saw what happened with that. Revenants, consistent when it comes to getting back-to-back 9th place.
Yeah, at least that is consistent. But, you know, that's not the consistency you want. So Revenants, Omen, and Tempo, the big 3, finding themselves down in the pits at the moment.
In the pits.
So they'll try and turn their fortunes around on the second half of our day. 8 DP gold as well.
Yeah, I mean, a team that you and I like to see. I believe they're from Canada.
Yep, they are. Canadian
maybe that syrup not kicking in quite yet. We will have 2 more games to go. Vikendi and another Erangel.
Look at that.
Look at that. Tribe Gaming all the way in 6th place. Just the Cinderella story when it comes to today. The Knights going to be in 5th place. Team Totality going to be in 3rd place. These are some of the teams that are participating today. They will have 2 more games to go. Cloud9, Team Totality tied, but the tiebreaker will be kills. But after this next game, I'm pretty sure Team Totality should be able to overtake the 2nd place position.
Yeah, even if they get their consolation point, they'll be able to take them over. So Team Totality will move at least into 2nd, unless Pittsburgh Knights or Tribe have a fantastic game.
9th through 16th.
Omen Elite, 8 DP Gold Method find themselves around there.
Moving down. Impnex moving down.
Tempo won't want to be down in this part of the world, but you will imagine that they will get themselves up eventually. They've had a few rough games, but class shows itself.
I feel like that's their MO. They start early on into the series, kind of that mid-pack, but then towards the end, towards the time when that pressure starts to build up is when they really come out and perform.
Yeah, it certainly is. The saying is that
this is where you don't want to be at the end of the semifinals.
If you've got 8 games and you're finding yourself on this board, then you are struggling. Revenants, 2 games to go. They're going to want to climb out of this, but eventually they will.
9 points for B2W, 6 games in.
They're not really having the most fantastic start, but where did Euphoria end up? They're on our next page. They're on our 1st page, or 2nd page, sorry. So they've managed to climb themselves out of this depth. So they're doing very well, as they came into the day with 2 kills, and they already eclipsed that tally by a large margin. So congratulations to the boys from Euphoria. They are putting up some big numbers today. As this is our kill leaders. Tensa didn't really add much today, or this game. He was actually, no, he was 5 behind 6th, so he's added 3, I believe, there. So that's not too bad for him.
Might be. I think Tensa can definitely overtake the 1st place position today from Raven from the Unnamed. I mean, 5 kills, only need 6 in total. 2 more games to go. It's definitely going to send them over the break, because we will have like 3 or 4 days off until the next matches here in the semifinals. So hopefully during that break, these teams should be able to review the VODs, you know, check out their competition, come in here and prepare. It's kind of like the halftime break of the semifinals. So it gives them a nice little time to recover. Maybe if you're ATP, to hit the drawing board, come back with something new. Still 2 more games to go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. Keep spamming those tribe emotes in the chat because it's certainly working. We'll be right back after this break. Which area they want to crash and take the fight to. And looks like they will be traveling down right on top of Infinix. But here's Tempo Storm trying to run.
Oh, it's a nice knock.
The swamp over here.
These players from Tribe were moving quite early to try and make that interception. They will continue to spray down. That's another knock, in fact.
Here comes one.
Oh, this is
prime. The drive by
no.
the bridge camp. Can they get? There's one. There's two. Here comes another one. Can we get Quip out there in the distance?
No, he's
they
dropping
actually
off.
dropped off. Gotta put themselves up here.
Oh, they're going to spot. Maybe, yes, one spotted it is Wi-Fi. He takes a dip, and you'd imagine that there isn't time for it to be revived. And that is both of the Omen players removed. So it is an ignite. That will be one of the players taking out. Now the 2 players in the hut are activated. They have to push out. There's only 1 player alive.
They're jumping down.
They're
jumping down, trying to get the kills.
It is going to be the unnamed from the top rope, dropping down, taking out.
The pan. Oh, it's the nade. Oh no, it's just a smoke. Just a smoke. Just a smoke. He doesn't know. He does not know the Mad Dog lies.
Yeah.
Are they just going to leave him?
I think they might.
Oh, they've given him a smoke as well.
That's so good for him.
Is this a 5-player team? What are we seeing here?
A few moments later.
And IND are just giving. Oh no, he's going to spot that.
No, he does.
Surely he did.
Come on, Slayer.
Oh my goodness.
It's in your namesake. You've got to take him down, son.
No
Mad Dog's
way.
still there. This guy is literally free soloing right now.
He's solo squatting.
12 seconds later.
Around here, Salty Squad also taking down Godlike, and they've done a great job to stay into it. But can Mad Dog just stay here? He is now.
Do you think he can jump in the vehicle? If he gets in?
It will be. Oh no, he's actually taking the shot.
Oh, is it? Oh, he's not quite able to get the knock. First one swaps weapon, looking for Slayer.
Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We got
Grego. Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on
Oh, the jukes are real right now. Grego,
Oh.
can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
He's giving it up.
no,
No, he hasn't. He's
can't
jumped back. He's coming
Okay,
double back,
going
fake
back,
it.
back.
Cool.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's
There
knocked
we
over.
go.
He's got to get out and give him the BML. No, he
Just chilling, like near the circle. They don't want to get into any fights. Especially they have executors on the same city right there. So maybe just gonna chill. And that was close. That was interesting.
Yeah, because the Nas will be
Ooh,
dropped.
look at
But
this.
Justice finally falling in. DDS is in a lot of trouble here, but Justice gets shot upon by Yai. He's one of the players trying to run away, but he still actually hits a 3. Now he will be spotted out and will be sprayed down, and they will be able to knock him down on the floor.
The teams that are right at the bottom. Has he not spotted Nico though? Yeah, he's just a little bit hidden. Oh, now
my
he's
lord.
spotted him.
Yeah.
How can he not have done? He gets over the wall before he gets knocked. Fantastic.
Does get a lot of damage on the trade, but the red cannons are all over this movement at the moment.
And there they go, Critical Esports out in number 15. Actually, no, it's not even the team we're watching. That's a different team altogether, but...
Ooh, that does a fair bit of damage too, knocking these players to half HP. That Molotov they threw in previously does get a knockout. This might be the signal to go, go, go. Pushing in here. There is one player just sitting on the deck, knocked out. But the Molotov is actually burning himself with it, so this is a Molotov he dropped down earlier.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Fear the Tribe in the chat right now.
Yeah, I was spamming the Fear the Tribe in the chat. They were dropping the icons.
Fear the Tribe.
Fear the Tribe.
Yeah, you gotta be scared of them, Ben.
Well, if you are scared of Tribe, you need to learn how to play like them. You need how to counter them. You need to know that. So you need to go over to the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel and find out how to subscribe and find out how to play like them, as you need the game as well to play like them, because they certainly have the game if they're fragging out like that. They've had it for a while. So get over, download it, iOS App Store, Google Play Store. That's where you're going to find it for free.
Get in the game.
Get in the game.
Get in the game. PUBG Mobile.
I think the hashtag out that front on all the signing stuff's like, be the one.
Be the one.
Be the one.
In the game.
Yeah, well.
Fear the Tribe. Hey, I gotta say, every break, you and I are comparing each other's Twitter.
Yep.
Raven just followed you.
Yep.
Our kill leader in the lobby.
Yeah, it was pretty simple.
The
impressive thing about Raven, right? Kill leader. That's great, not being kill leader, fantastic. But he got like 23 of them or something in one day.
Yeah.
Which is like insane to me, because he had like a 10 kill game, a 9 kill game, and then he had like a 3 or a 4 as well in there.
Quick math.
Yeah, something like that.
You're counting, Ben.
Yeah, I can't remember. I still can't remember my lecturer's name, and it's bugging me.
Maybe it was me.
It's very similar.
So let's go head over to Vikendi. We're going to have a showdown out here. You like
I was
that?
like, what are you doing? Yeah, right.
Again, hey,
you're into
Fear
it.
the Tribe, man. Fear the Tribe.
They've got you amped up.
They got me amped up on all types of things around here. We're getting ready to go. The third game of today, the North American semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on into the chat. Spam right now who you think is going to win this game. Will Tribe get the three-peat, the three-pointer, the Shaquille O'Neal Shazam blocker? Shaquille O'Neal was in Shazam, right?
No, he was not in Shazam. I'm looking this up right now.
Look it up on your phone. Take out your phone.
I'm whipping it out.
Whip it out. Whoa, whoa, not that. Okay, so looking around, the plane going to be fairly decent when it comes to fairness over here. Maybe we'll get a surprise Dono Park ending, maybe a winery, as Ben's going to be doing a fact check. If Shaquille O'Neal was in a movie called Shazam
he was in
as
a movie
wizard
called Kazam.
Oh, come on, dude.
Shazam.
Let's see.
Different. Look, see. Kazam trailer, Shaquille O'Neal character, Kazam.
What year was it made? What was the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes? Let's find out.
It was
real
made
quick.
in 1996 and it was given a 3 out of 10. So Big Shaq wasn't. At least he was hitting 1 3s. He was hitting 3s there.
Hey, it was a pretty bad movie. So Kazam. Come on.
It was an American fantasy comedy. Actually,
you didn't watch it though. I told my point is I said Shaquille O'Neal was a genie.
Yeah,
he was a genie in the movie. Okay, I got the.
Whoa, look at that circle! It's there again. It's happened again.
Port.
We've had that once before in North America.
I think 3 times.
Yeah, you've had it.
I've had it like 4 times.
Yeah, I've only seen it twice. There's Tempo Storm. This plane was very friendly, by the way, to the teams. That spread out everywhere. They got everywhere they wanted to be, but the circle wasn't so friendly. As Tempo are already starting in on Ignite.
Oh, is this a mullet?
Party out back.
I was thinking about, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about like changing up my hairstyle to a mullet.
Very popular in Australia during the 90s because it was the party out back, the business up front. Whoa. If you didn't have a mullet.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Oh, punch out right here.
Let's get ready to
rumble. Come on.
Fight him, you coward.
Fight him. Fight him.
Fight him.
Fight him.
Hit him.
The jump punch. Enigma, hot on the trail, getting it locked and loaded, ready to go, ready to tag them and bag them out here, ready to put them face down in the dirt. You can tell Enigma is just
hungry for it.
Out of their mind. So close. No! Tensa! That was Tensa. We had to drive by from the other members. I feel like Enigma was so close right there.
He had it, dude. He had it.
Enigma had it. I think you got to go for the punch out.
You got to go. Yeah, it's
Come on. It's a tradition.
Agreement. Yeah, it is. If you get punched, you gotta punch back, brother. Oh well, violence isn't the answer, and that's Euphoria.
I guess you gotta run away. I guess, right? Hey, right there, that's Euphoria in a nutshell.
That is Euphoria in a nutshell.
I'm getting punched. I'm just gonna try to avoid this fight.
Oh, Ignite can't avoid the fight as Nico's taking it to them, and Mini Uzi is putting in work as he does jump from the top rope now. So lots of wrestling references coming through.
Yeah.
That's
good. It's an NA thing.
It is an NA thing.
So.
Nice to get
I
around.
still don't know the name of the teddy bear. I need to look it up, or someone in the chat. Maybe that you can let me know.
Oh, the Scorpion doesn't have enough in the clip. He runs out of ammo, and now he's run out of life.
Yep.
Another kill claimed by Tempo Storm. Also in the kill feed was Team Totality getting another knock. I believe that might have been on a Euphorian player. But already action on Vikendi. This is more action than we saw in 20 minutes the last time we were on this map, Dave. It was an absolute cracker of a map.
Yeah.
We ended up talking about all sorts of things from my mother to your fish. It was crazy. Of course, if you did miss that out, go catch the VOD on the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel. But we are going to see the guys from Ignite lose 2 players and then hit the road on
your snowmobile.
Yep,
this is your favorite mode of transportation in the whole game. Yesterday we were talking after the game. You were like, Dave, I hope the snowmobile comes to all maps. And I said, you know what? It could. I mean, it's a snowmobile, but it could work on dirt and grass as well.
Yeah, you could have a quad bike on Miramar. That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Quad bike would be cool. And then on Erangel, you could have a quad as well, I guess. Sanhok.
I mean, I'm still looking for a ledge grab. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, bro, when that ledge grab comes out, it's going to be nuts.
It's going to be nuts. I'm going to have to make a ledge grab
version
2.0.
If
Maybe
we make it
together.
to Malaysia. Yeah, if we make it to Malaysia.
We're going to be ledge grabbing everything.
We're going to be ledge grabbing all over the place.
Ledge grab everything, man. So, here we go. Euphoria. Ooh, they lost Mitts as well.
Yeah, they lost Mitts to Team Totality as well. And they're
Maybe
rotating
Frostbite.
into it. Yeah, well, that'll do you in. Oh, they're getting sprayed down too as Sergio goes down. It's just XD remaining. They have rotated into another squad. So Euphoria, after their pretty decent game last game, have found themselves laying in the snow. And their attire is not very suitable for that, as here's the player starting to push up, so he has to get off the res. This might be a nade perfectly cooked. I don't know if they're close enough. No, that wall probably prevented that nade from going through. So
1G.
1G needs to...
1G's in the chat.
Well, yeah, you could get a 1G here.
Yeah,
Molotov actually comes out. He's gonna be
the
right on
1G's
cue.
in the chat, taking down Euphoria. What a rough game. They should have went for that punch out earlier on.
Bad karma.
Bad karma right there.
Karma.
They definitely do not want something like this to happen to them.
No, that's...
They were kind of, after last game, on an upward trend.
Yeah, upward trend.
For sure.
Their stonks were
They got
definitely
second
rising.
place last game.
Yeah, they got second place with 5 kills.
5 kills.
So
hopefully with one more game to go, right?
Yeah, they can
we'd
come
see
back.
the same. I mean, it's just unlucky. We talk about it time and time again, like, different teams, they just have different strong suits when it comes to the map pool. So
yeah, the map pool is pretty different. Oh no, this is Tempo getting sprayed down by the Pittsburgh Knights again. Please don't tell me Tempo are going to lose members early on. They are very low in that car. Jagger has done a phenomenal amount of damage to them, you'd imagine. He has had DMR and the 40 in the M4.
Yep, with the...
Tempo Storm was so low there.
Tempo
Got away with their lives.
Pittsburgh Knights, Euphoria, our first squad eliminated.
That's a big fight though. Tempo
Circle
Storm.
number 1, though, going to be forcing all these teams to go center. These teams definitely comfortable with working with the... Ooh, I like this...
the skin?
Half poncho looking thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like an eagle. But a lot of these teams, that's one thing with a circle. Yes, the first time around, caught off guard.
Yep.
The second time, you know, can you really be caught off guard? But this is like the third time. So it's like you have to be trained right now. You're definitely comfortable with where you're going to rotate. You have a good feeling on where the circle should be shifting. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of this one. As Tempo Storm, they're going to be trying to take some shots or at least gather some type of information on the Knights, as the Knights are going to be pulling back so far on this one.
Method lost a man to Team Totality in the meantime. Not a great start to them, as he was thirsted out as well, but Team Totality been racking up some kills as we see some tribe action.
Yeah, fear the tribe.
Well, at least squads are fearing the tribe as they've got players on both sides, but actually, there's been a squad to get out. HQA have decided they'll pull up on the block and start to mess with the tribe's vibe.
People in the chat right now saying Memo is one of the best IGLs in the game. We see Memo in the back end tag going to be pulling off this. I'm still not sure. I didn't get the confirmation if Memo is a thumb player or not. Maybe I was being trolled when someone told me that. They said Memo definitely uses the claws. But the reason they said they were a thumb player is because back at finals they were spotted rocking the thumb. So I believe
on LAN.
At a LAN finals. So you know, you can definitely change up the strategy and your preference. So maybe they swapped over to the claw grip.
Take a little bit to learn. But
Yep. As we are going to see HQA currently pinned down in between a couple of members from Tribe as C-Gut right on the wall. Getting close to personal, about to get sweaty.
He's getting some information there, and he'll be relaying that to Memo, the thumb player, the thumb IGL. If he does play with thumbs, Not going to discriminate.
Yeah.
All PUBG Mobile players were created equal. And
all PUBG Mobile players created equal?
Well, everyone started the game at the same point, didn't they? It's just
I don't know. Some people just have raw talent.
Yeah, they do.
I don't agree with that comment.
I'm very envious of those raw talented players.
Okay, so Land going to be popping out. Seagut's position right here will be able to...
Oh, we've seen him too.
Yep, spot him out. Land's going to be pinned down right here.
Ambitious first aid kit, but...
yeah.
Oh, Land taken down
right there.
So Seagut, he's fully stimmed too, so he's going to be moving quick. He's fully decked out of his mind. Only a level 1 helmet though, actually, so that's pretty rough stuff for him. But he's managed to smoke himself away as the grenades come in. That's another HQA player knocked. Dwayne on the background. He's not going to be able to answer much as 2 of his mates have already gone down. The Tri players are starting to cross over the road now. Dwayne's actually got a spray down from a long distance, but...
Definitely giving away their position. Yeah,
Dwayne gets... Yeah, he's getting traded back. The M4
now
shot.
Cross.
Cross against the
They know they're over here as well. They can hear it.
Knows the last player as well, so...
And after those shots, especially.
Yeah. Cross though, he's going to go for the flank. He might actually see this player on the res. He does get it off though. So there's 4 up for Tribe. Memo, the IGL, as you mentioned, one of the best in the business. He is slowly finding this last player from HQA, Cross. And you'd imagine they'd 3-peek him and try and take him out.
Oh,
he does
Cross
take
with
one. Now he swaps weapon. He's got the second weapon. Doesn't manage to finish it off.
Lucifer able to, or actually that was Outsider.
Don't you shoot your friends.
So Lucifer was going for the flank on that one, I believe. Outsider. The thing is, if Outsider was knocked right there, the thirst 100% would have happened right there because Lucifer was so far behind. They wouldn't have been able to get there in time.
Dwayne would have given him information as well about where Lucifer was because he did go down to him. So HQA could have turned that on its head.
That was actually pretty close in my opinion.
He timed the weapon swap to perfection.
The swap was nice.
Yeah. He almost had it. I was getting very excited.
I feel like does the swap ever work with a 3-peat though? Definitely a 2-peat is almost, I mean,
it can, yeah. But
a 3-peat?
It depends on the clip of the gun, really. He has 40 in the M4, 40 bullets.
Okay.
He has a 70 in total because he had 30 in the G36 and 40 in...
So it's definitely enough.
Definitely enough, yeah. Hit your shots as we are on Spec's point of view right now. He has the M24 whiling out. It's not a bad gun for the circle that we're in, actually.
Yeah, where are they? Okay, so...
Circle's about to close in, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of teams...
Oh my god, there's still so much water in that. And dead zone, what you'd call it, I guess. But teams are going to struggle to find places to come together safely. And as 8DP are rotating in, but they're taking shots, same as Method. Looks like Team Totality are kind of holding out on the edge at the moment. Tribe have found themselves that location on the eastern side. They're having a bit of a good time with it. Alucard from Wildcard has found a vehicle explosion kill onto one of the AVX fellas.
Let's see what next circle pops. If it's anything like our previous port circles, we're probably going to have 50-50 still.
Yeah,
it's water. It's going to go a little bit more north. That's why I like the Revenants. They're on the coast over there. They've seen these circles multiple times before, like we mentioned, and they're playing accordingly to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad play. Moving off the beach isn't too hard. There is a road there that you have to cross, which can be
pretty deadly.
Yeah, rather tricky. But
Knights with 4 alive just going to be camping it out. They do have tempo near them. B2W,
this is
a team
Revenants.
that's at the bottom of the leaderboards.
Yeah,
this is the Revenants position we were talking about that I actually was favoring here in this game.
They've got to utilize their smokes well, the Revenants. They need to be able to hold them until those later stages of the game. If they get caught using them now and they don't have them to cross the road when they eventually do have to, they could get caught wanting as the shots are coming out. Actually, Method have chosen to rotate onto the beach. They had the same idea as Revenants, but Revenants have already posted themselves up. You saw Monarch do a 180 and walk away. So, Method's player of Clay does fall, but they still have Monarch on the move. So they'll be able to have that insurance policy as Clay is finished off by Espinoza, player that was hot in the groups, but not in the semis at the moment.
I feel like we've had a lot of action, and we're still, pretty early on within the game.
Yeah, we've only got 13 squads, mate. We lost 3.
So Revenants with this 2-2 over here.
It's not a bad shout.
Not a bad shout.
Prolt is moving up, gaining more
Trying to get
traction.
another angle onto B2W. Did they get a knock on B2W?
I don't think so. They knocked one of the Method players and finished him off.
Okay.
That's a nice crate, actually, because there's going to be a lot of car rotations on this This circle.
That's right near B2W. They most certainly see this. It looks like Wanji might actually have spotted
They
the
know
smoke.
that.
If anything, Arcs did.
It's very risky because they know that Revenants are in the
There's cover
area.
though. There's cover though.
They're
I mean,
refueling the vehicle. Maybe they make a mad dash for it. No.
They don't want to give up their positioning.
No, they certainly don't.
Is the case.
I mean, is it really worth taking the risk of sending one player to get this crate with a bunch of smoke? So it looks like they are getting in the dust here. One player is moving, so maybe he will take the chance. It looks like he will actually. And picking up an M249 with full bullets, full level 3s. He's moved up to the crate, so they are going to take it. It looks like a big one too, actually.
Yep. 1G in the
Giving
chat.
us the extender.
2 kills for the squad already. We saw him earlier with that molly.
Of course, the extended mag doesn't actually fit on the M249, but it can be used on one of his
trade it
mates'
to their
guns.
partners.
Yeah, look at that M24 skin, by the way. It was bright blue.
Here's Omen Elite up here, looking over onto AVX as we see the squad members going to be chilling. Micro TT able to clutch it out last game, get the 3rd place.
Okay.
Next zone.
Oh my God, that's
all
so
the
much water.
teams. Yeah, there's like I feel like there's 60.
Yeah,
I feel like there
60
actually might be 60% water.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no math magician, but that's a hefty amount of water in that circle. So you'd imagine next one would move very close to, well, actually not the next one, maybe the one after will move very close to the land, which means that Revenants are in a good spot. The more water stays in, the better the Revenants are. Yeah, because even if it hard shifts south, they'll still be pretty central. Tribe have to cross the bridge, which they will do now. Cream will be waiting for them. As we see HH24 on a bike scouting things out. He's taken a knock. Tempo, on the meantime, have knocked and finished off Jagger. So Pittsburgh Knights rotation not going the way they would like. And Omen wearing the same. They are gatekeeping B2W.
Oh, tag side, third party over there.
Yeah, as Tanker and Espinoza putting out some hurt. Making sure Omen have a bit of pressure relieved, as 1G was the man that picked up that crate. See what he can do with that. Big gun he's got, big blue gun. Lots of teams rotating very minimal amounts. It is going to be the side of Team Totality furthest away, but they are in circle. Method's last player, I believe. No, it's Ignite actually, that's found himself in the southern side. Method's last player is in the port area.
Yeah, kind of a quiet game right now. All the teams, the last 3 circles, nothing too crazy. Didn't have any type of hard shifts. Ignite, they are going to be down there in the south. They should easily be able to rotate on into Coal Mine, but they might push into Team Totality. They will need to be cautious of that. We see the Knights. They're going to be between a couple teams. We see about 3 teams in their sightlines. B2W able to continue to rain down fire from their compound of choice over there. ATP having a very rough game last game. Will be picking up a MK14 as they do have 1 kill on the board so far.
I don't think he chose to pick it up.
You don't think so?
Oh. No, he looks like he had 2 assault rifles on his back.
Pick it up. So Omen Elite able to get their member back up, revived after that B2W trade. We'll have to see. Next circle should be spicing some things up. Should be heating up the snow over here. We should be seeing some glaciers melt. Not something you like to see, but most definitely happening.
Especially if those penguins do get those thumbs we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Last thing I need is penguin problems.
Couple more seconds to go here.
Rain has got a knock onto Alucard. So Tempo have been marking their ground by knocking and finishing Jagger, and now knocking one of the wildcard players.
So, you know, some stats from Tribe.
All right,
back to the group stages, all right? We're only really talking damage here, just to paint you a picture. So Memo, the IGL we were talking about.
Big man.
4.3k damage.
It's not bad, actually.
C-Cut, 2.6.
All right.
Roll, 2.1. And then Lucifer, 1.9.
So the big boy is Memo.
The big boy, Memo. And
Well,
this is from group stages as well.
Okay.
This is an average based off what the admin sent us.
If he's playing with thumbs, then I want to be playing with thumbs, because that's a lot of damage to go out. As the circle is closing in rapidly, we see Team Totality taking the fight to the last players of Ignite in the south. They're cleaning that up, and we see the last player from Ignite go down. Or one of the players from Ignite go down. I believe, yep, there it is.
Here we go, next circle, still same old. I mean, a lot of water. Revenants definitely feeling good with this circle, especially after the previous games they've had. Nothing too special. Back-to-back 9th place finishes here.
No, I mean, even if it hard shifts south next, you'd imagine they'd only have that little bit of road. Yeah, a little bit of road to cover, maybe. But Team Totality, they're up to 5 kills, and they're kind of edging the blue on the southern side. Their next conquest will be AVX if they can manage to pull it off. HH24 on the bike leading the charge. He's hopped off it to go on foot to scout out this compound to see if there's anyone home. There is, but he won't know that just yet. So Tempo, Cream, and Pittsburgh Knights in this stalemate, though.
Tribe Gaming, pretty much the only team to kind of put on a show early on, have been pretty passive out there on the East Coast, just trying to weasel their way in. So nothing too crazy happening right now. The squad's still feeling comfortable with their positioning. See a couple of familiar faces in the chat, by the way. So welcome on in, everybody.
Happy to have you.
Happy to have you. Let us know who you think's gonna be winning. Will Tribe be getting the 3 in a row? Chickadeers setting that would be a record here.
In NA.
In NA.
Did the Unnamed get 3-peat yesterday?
Did they?
Yeah,
I know they got 2.
They might have got 2 or 3.
Maybe 3.
Maybe they got 3. Either way,
we have a little debate going on with Memo still in the chat.
What do we got for him?
Remember we brought up the thumb player. A lot of people are saying now Memo's a 3-finger.
3-finger. Actually, I saw a video of someone using the 3-finger. He had 2 on his left and his thumb on his right. And his thumb was kind of dragging camera around. Okay. And he was firing and, well, aiming, I guess, is the best way to put it. With,
is a 3-finger like the next level meta? You hear a lot of claw. I mean, Sixless told me 95% of NA uses the claw gyro. So the 3-finger, even if Memo uses that, it's still pretty unusual.
What about the brain power that would... That's actually hard because that's like the patting your head and rubbing your tummy thing. It's hard to get your hands doing 2 different motions.
I personally can't do that.
No, it is difficult to get your hands doing 2 different things at once, right? So it could be difficult to have the half and half, but I guess some players are talented enough to pull it off. As I saw that bloke on Twitter, I believe that was one of the RRQ players maybe, giving it a go.
Yeah, so let us know in the chat, what grips do you use? 3-finger. Next circle will be popping, so we should be able to get some action. Still 50-50 when it comes to water to land ratio. The Revenants will be in it on the coast. Hopefully they would group up here. They don't want to give away their favorable positioning, spreading out a little too thin here. Omen Elite will be on the edge. We are going to have to see Team Totality push on into the north. They are going to be side by side with AVX.
Well, HH24 is looking for a way into this circle, essentially, because everywhere he looks, there is members of opposite squads, opposing squads. As B2W are taking the hurt to Pittsburgh Knights. There's one on the deck already. Sam's going to answer onto Tempo. Sam's going to go down, though, to Nico. So trades are going aplenty, but that is the Pittsburgh Knights, only with 1 player alive and active at the moment. As you see, that nice little vault from Richie there, actually, as the movement comes in. This is Cream crashing onto the last player of Pittsburgh Knight, Vigilante. He's pushing straight towards the B2W guys, getting sprayed down. He's down for the day on Vikendi. That will be Pittsburgh Knight bowing out. HH24s popping tires, popping MVPs as well, as MVP's going very low. That car explosion might be able to finish him off. Not quite getting enough damage into it just yet. It's Omen now starting to way into the conversation as well. 8 DP. Now that he's knocked on to H24's head. So this is a fight that's breaking out. Wildcard getting peppered as well by
For real. Who's that sending it right down the road right there?
He's sending it
like 3
hard
members
and
in the team.
fast.
AVX. Yep. Could be busting a quick left right there. Enigma, not even enough time to spray their weapon right there. We'll be popping down over here. We may mention the action will be unfolding down here in the south, and it is just starting. HH24 was killed, though.
It's done and dusted. AVX have gotten out of their car, and they are near the last Method member, so for Method's sake, I hope he can hold on for dear life as AVX are getting third-partied, actually. So Monarch might be in here for a spray. He gets 1. Espinoza with the knock onto that. Will he be able to finish it on the Method member? The Method member did not finish it off. He got taken out. Method's down and done. Espinoza now onto AVX, and AVX is really getting the hurt put to him. That might be them gone as well. Revenants managing to claim the beach for themselves and keep hold of it. Tribe, as you can see on your screen, they're eyeing up Cream. Yeah. B2W and Tempo will all have sights on this action.
B2W, they've just been laughing this whole time.
They've been having a good time.
They've been having a good time. They got a crate over there. They've been in this compound. I believe they have 4 vehicles as well, so that should come in handy. Next circle should pop here in just a moment. We will be seeing a bait crate in the water. The Revenants favored once again. The Revenants took up this coastal position in circle number 1. Ben.
Yeah, they were reading it like a book. Tempo are going to be forced to move. They did get a knock onto the B2W guys, so we could see a compound crash come in. On foot, they go. How many nades have they got is the question. Cream hiding under a bridge. They're the bridge trolls.
They're right on the edge.
Yep,
Right
now
on
it
the
is.
edge.
Tempo sending it in. They get another knock onto a player from B2W. It's going to be hard and fast. But another player knocked now. That is Nico. The IGL down. It's going to be onto Spec. And the boys to push in. Now it is only Rain, as you say. B2W are wearing shots from all different sides. So it looks like this might be a little bit of 1v1 to finish. And he does get it. Tempo winning on 1 HP.
B2W, we were just talking about their compound, how they were there the whole time. They were feeling good. Meanwhile, Cream was pushing the bridge trolls, trying to get close and personal with Tribe. They were spotted. I think Memo's bleeding out right there, but C-Gut with this off angle is keeping Cream pinned down. There we go.
That's Cream done.
That's done. Memo should be able to get the revive. C-Gut's position right here, crucial with keeping Cream from pushing up on their tail end and overtaking the compounds from Tribe. So we got 6 teams remaining. Revenants, they have a little 2-2 split. They still got 2 members there on the coast. Espinoza, not really popping off yet.
Hasn't needed to so far. It has been in the kill feed quite a bit. He might have got 3 or 4 for his name. It is C-Gut with 5 at the moment, which might be our kill leader. The Omen guys have been pretty quiet as well. They will have to move in now. They're sending it. So they will be crashing in towards that compound of Tempos. Around that area, they'll be entering there as 8DP, getting a move on as well. TT, Team Totality, they are having to move as well. They're all going to crash into this southwestern side, and the action's going to kick off, Dave.
Let's see as the teams are going to be pushing up. Yep. Team Totality. They're driving right between ATP.
Oh, they're going straight into Revenants though. Look at them.
No.
They're going to have to pile out. This is where the action's going to kick off. Tenza, one of our kill leaders, hits the deck, and that's for good. 8DP actually finding the angle on that. Zute now on board with him as Team Totality are eliminated. We have down to our final 5. 8DP are in a real rough spot as Omen are laying hurt on them. They are 4 strong. One of the only squads remaining with that. Carnage does get dropped down by Tempo on the high ground. And Nico will be able to finish him off. So Tempo continuing to put pain onto squads. They managed to recover 3 bodies there as Rain, C-Gut and Tensa all racked up 5. But Tensa will have no more in this map. Espinoza, 4. So not too bad for him.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. These members still alive as well as Nico going to be taking some shots out there into the smoke. I see one of the members from Tribe were down. That was Lucifer. That was up close and personal with Tanker. We did lose Team Totality, like you mentioned. Nico trying to toss out some smokes, trying to block the sight lines from 8DP. Revenant still looking good in my opinion.
Tribe.
They will not be favored in this next circle. Tribe. They got C-Gut, Outsider back there on the coast to the east, and Lucifer and Memo right there on top of Tanker.
This is a good split. They're denying zone area.
They're trying to take out Tanker. They're trying to throw some grenades, but Tanker is like wedged between those rocks right there.
There is very little room for Revenants to move because if they move up to get the angles on the rock players of Lucifer and Memo, they will get picked out by those 2 in the compound. So it's a bit of 6-1, half dozen for another run as Spec in his whip is driving around. He's got the M249. Hops out with the boys, but this could be the answer here. The third party from Tempo. You see Peralta drop down to try and get that angle onto Lucifer and Memo, and immediately greeted by Outsider and Seagate with gunfire. So
if you're 8DP, where do you push? I feel like you push towards the coast and kind of wrap around there.
Yeah,
because going up the road is just too dangerous. You're going to have Tempo looking at you. You're going to have Omen Elite looking at you. So we'll see what ATP does. I want to see ATP be proactive on this and push now rather than later.
Yeah,
they're trying to.
Espinoza slipping. And they're
Omen with 3 alive right now. Right up on top of Tempo within grenade range. Smokes are going to be providing that cover. They do need to move. Omen are the furthest away from the new circle.
Peralta has popped his smokes and he's pushing in now, trying to get that angle as aforementioned. Espinoza has been picked up. He's also met it up. Tempo were really gatekeeping Omen and stopping them. Omen are now hopping in a vehicle to try and crash over the side, but Rain's going to have an action on that. And now Espinoza and the fellas are piling on out in. Omen to get 2 players knocked in half a second by 1 tanker spray down.
Zute,
yeah, he's going to have to get both his boys up here. 8DP on the back line. Might be able to spot this eventually. But Tempo are going to send it too towards this big fight going in.
Espinoza.
Espinoza goes down.
Lucifer spotted right underneath
the
vehicle explosion.
That claims Lucifer. And now has set 8DP up in a pretty decent position as Tribe's Memo is spraying down, but he's got enough of the bullets in the clip. 8DP have suddenly found themselves in a perfect position. After what we thought, the Seagut and outside. Haven't been able to get the angle so far. Tanker stuck in a
Tinker
little bit of
knows they're
rocks.
over there, though. Tinker
Oh, he's in a position where he can't
trying
get
to throw
back
the
up the
smokes.
rocks.
Yeah, will be spotted by Chiefin from ATP. Espinosa is alive over here. Zute was able to get the revive. Is going to be spotted from Tempo Storm in the backside right here. The backstab. Tempo Storm right there on the edge. Using the U as his cover. They're going to be peeking out. They're trying to make the push over here. Memo from Tribe still up there. Seagut and Outsider on the back lines right here. In the next circle.
This last play from Omen had 8 first aid kits, and he's chunking through all of them. He is getting his first aid kit on the last
3 Revenants
tick
back
possibly.
up.
Yeah, and
This
they're going
is
to
a
go push
3v3.
onto Tempo. They're going to push onto Tempo right about now, so this could be some action breaking out as we do see the gunfire break out. The Omen player is hearing this the whole time. One of the Revenant players is knocking Molotov to shut off a little bit more angles, but this Tempo is winning this fight so far. Tanker does get a knock onto one of the Tempo players, but will it be enough? Rain is jumping around the cars. He has the mini Uzi out. He takes them both out, and that's going to be the Revenants dropping down into 4th place. Omen player is still alive. He's now moving in on the back line. Maybe he can get this pick-offs.
Memo tried to overpeak and take out Tempo during that fight. Spring was able to push on
Spring
up right here.
Shotgun?
Spring does have a shotgun. Tempo, they have 2 vehicles pinned against each other. Pretty good cover. They're both blown up. They have this rock. They do need to push. Memo is waiting right there. They're going to be able to spot Tempo right when they peek over here.
Spring's going to go over the top of the shotgun, maybe.
Oh,
he's spotting them too.
With the shotgun. With the pump. Taking the first shot. Going to be tagging them just a little bit. They know there's someone up here now. Trying to get up here. Might be able to get...
He's going to go for a one tap.
Oh, he hit the rock! Hit the rock!
The Rocks is going for the second
He's
shot.
trying to go for it again.
He's got to go into the zone, actually, as he drops down now. There are 2 players knocked
with the
on
shotgun. There goes the
Finishes
kill.
one. He's got one more shot in the chamber. He managed
Reloading.
to juke around this rock. Doesn't take damage to the blue. Will he finish that second player? He won't.
Outsider taking them down and out here.
So now we do have our final few moments as Tribe
Spec
looking
and
for the
Tribe.
three-peat. It is Spec, the last
Tempo
player
and
alive
Tribe.
for Tempo. You'd imagine Memo bleeds out here and it
I
turns
think
into
the blue,
a 2v1.
yeah, the blue. They're
blue's
Spec's
gonna-
trying to heal on off.
It's
over
not going to
there.
be enough.
Oh,
Though. He does
12. 12, but still, 3 members of Tribe.
3 members of
Three
Tribe.
members
Well,
of
2
Tribe.
members of Tribe now as Memo finally bleeds out, but you'd imagine
The shotgun play from Spring right there.
that could have been a Spring
Could
roll
have
on him.
been big.
But he doesn't manage to get it off as Spec will continue to heal in the zone, but you'd imagine Tribe would just sit in the middle and just be happy enough as it is. You can see the player dancing now on your screen. Seagut laying down some moves as the emotes come out. They know this is all over.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's how you dance in the club, is it, Dave?
Boom, 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 boom.
I've seen you bust those out.
Seagut. They're just waiting this one out. They don't want to
Might
throw
have
it
to
right.
wait a while,
They don't want to throw
There it goes.
their members out there and risk it like we saw last game. They
No.
did lose 2 to zone, but that was a strategic play. They don't want to do that this time
That's
around.
a big one, too.
Tribe, 3 chicken dinners in a row coming into today. 19th position on leaderboards. Only 8 kills.
Yeah, well, they'll shoot up now to, I believe, around about 2nd place if my maths is correct. That is a 14-kill chicken dinner.
Let's send it on over to the highlights. I
That's
wouldn't be
fantastic.
surprised if we see a bunch of plays from Tribe this previous game. As like you said, Ben, racking up these kills. Tempo, they will be getting 2nd place with a pretty nice amount of kills as well.
Yeah, they managed to get themselves, what's that, 11, 14 as well. So even kills for the top of the board. Also, Omen doing well. That's their first top place finish in a little bit. They managed to hold themselves out for a long time as Spring with the shotgun play was excellent.
That was a
so
nice play.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was a nice
It
play.
was unfortunate he hit the rock on that first one, though. That was a bit of a whiff, but
I mean,
whatever.
if you're in Spring's situation, okay, I don't think Spring was going for the chicken.
He was not going.
Definitely going for the kills though, and trying
was
to
fair.
get the thirst on other people's downs. So
Yep.
unfortunately, only 1 kill was successful with the shotgun action, but you do like to see that. Here goes
Especially so late in
Penta.
the game.
Yeah, so late in the game. Here's the push from Tempo. Very close. 1 HP on Rain. I believe only 2 members alive right there. Lucifer also fighting the Revenants. So this is when the Revenants, they pushed up to go
That car
help
explosion.
Espinozo right there. And that's when it allowed ATP to come up right behind Safe and Sound. So that was a blessing
there's
in
Spring.
disguise right there.
What other highlights have we got from Spring? He tried to juke around here. He probably regrets not being able to finish that player off immediately.
Fat fingered on the rocks twice. Fat fingered on you as once. I mean, think about it. You're trying to make a highlight play. You're nervous. You're
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
get
the
those
adrenaline.
shotgun plays. Not something you normally see here at this level of the competitive stage.
Right.
It was worth a try.
Oh, it certainly was. It was very entertaining, to say the least. The way he was navigating those rocks was quite fancy footwork happening
I like
there.
that they did decide to go on top of the rocks.
Yes.
That was next
that was
level.
a big play, big brain
play,
plays.
big
Jumps
play.
into the smoke as well, finds a player to finish off. It's,
Yeah.
it's
I want to
pretty
see Omen
commended.
Elite. They're getting placement points,
Yeah, they're going to place some
but
points.
they're not being too aggressive
Well, on
like they were in the
Erangel,
group stages.
yeah, on Erangel, they got kind of gate kept a little bit and lost a few players. Ended up in a compound
Yeah.
with 8 DP, I believe it was. It might have been. Yeah, it was 8 DP.
Yeah,
for
it was
sure.
ADP.
So that kind of set them back as they had to fight for that compound for so long. Then all of a sudden they were in the blue, and that was it for them. Sanhok didn't really get too much traction either. So they haven't had the most exciting or the best day, Omen, but there is a lot of games to play in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Each team gets 16 shots at that chicken dinner. So I'm sure they'll come around. I'm sure they'll
After
come around.
today, we will be at that halfway mark
yep.
when it comes to North America semifinals lobby. Tribe 3 chicken dinners. Can they get another chicken dinner? I mean, they're
Oh,
definitely on a roller right now. But let's go check out the leaderboard from match number 3. Let's see how many points Tribe was able to acquire here.
Yeah, well, it's taken a little bit to get it going on, but we are
They're
gonna
trying
get
to
it
catch
up
me
there.
picking my nose. I was not picking my nose.
You know, not just yet.
Oh, he caught me this time. So we're going to get that sorted here. Seagut, 6 kills. Outsider, 6 kills. Memo, 2 kills that game. Lucifer able to provide some nice off angles this game.
Yeah, he was. I wouldn't mind seeing how far up they get in the kill leaderboard, though,
Yeah.
the kill leaders.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be sending it to a quick break while we get these scores tallied up. Thanks for tuning on in. Thanks for watching. You are beautiful in the chat. We'll be right back with some more PUBG action.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Endless respawn, endless fun. There is a better choice.
In which area they want to crash and take the fight to. And it looks like they will be traveling down right on top of Infinix. But here's Tempo Storm trying to run.
Oh, it's a
through
nice knock.
the swamp over here.
These players from Tribe were moving quite early to try and make that interception. They will continue to spray down. That's another knock, in fact.
Here comes one.
Oh, this is
prime. The drive by
no.
the bridge camp. Can they get it? There's one.
They
There's
are.
two. Here comes another one. Can we get Quip out there in the distance?
No, he's
they
dropping
actually
off.
dropped off. Gotta put themselves up here.
Oh, they're going to spot the only place. Maybe, yes, one spotted is Wi-Fi. He takes a dip, and you'd imagine that there isn't time for it to be revived. And that is both of the Omen players removed. So it is an ignite. That will be one of the players taking out. Now the two players in the hut are activated. They have to push out. There's only one player alive.
They're jumping
Everyone's
down. They're
off.
jumping down, trying to get the kills.
It is going to be the unnamed from the top rope, dropping down, taking out.
The pan. Oh, it's the nade. Oh no, it's just a smoke, just a smoke, just a smoke. He doesn't know.
I
He
don't
does
think
not
they
know
do.
the Mad Dog lies.
Yeah.
Are they just going to leave him?
I think they might.
Oh, they've given him a smoke as well.
That's so good for him.
Is this a 5-player team? What are we seeing here?
A few moments later.
And IND are just giving. Oh no, he's going to spot that.
No, he does.
Surely he didn't.
Come on, Slayer.
Oh my goodness.
It's in your
me.
namesake. You've got to take him down, son.
No
Mad Dog's
way.
still there. This guy is literally free soloing right now.
He's solo squadding.
12 seconds later.
Around here, Salty Squad also taking down Godlike, and they've done a great job to stay into it. But can Mad Dog just stay here? He is now.
Do you think he can jump in the vehicle? If he gets in?
It will be. Oh no, he's actually taking the shot.
Oh, he's not quite able to get the knock. First one, swaps weapon, looking for Slayer.
Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We got
Grego. Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on him.
Oh, the jukes are real right now. Grego, can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
He's giving it up.
no,
No, he hasn't.
can't
He's
go
juking
up.
back. He's coming
Can't.
double back,
Going
fake it.
back.
Ooh.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's
There
knocked
we
over.
go.
He's got to get out and give him the BML.
Just chilling, like near the circle. They don't want to get into any fights. Especially they have executors on the same city right there. So maybe just gonna chill. And that was close. That was interesting.
Is the nasty will be
Ooh,
dropped.
look at
But
this.
Justice finally falling in. DJS is in a lot of trouble here, but Justice gets shot upon by Yai. He's one of the players trying to run away, but he still actually hits a 3. Now he will be spotted out and will be sprayed down, and they will be able to knock him down on the floor.
The teams that are right at the bottom. Has he not spotted Nico though? Yeah, he's just a little bit hidden. Oh, now he's going to spot him.
Yeah.
How can he not have done? He gets over the wall before he gets knocked. Fantastic.
Does get a lot of damage on the trade, but the red cannons are all over this movement at the moment.
And there they go, Critical Esports out in number 15. Actually, no, it's not even the team we've been watching. That's a different team altogether, but
Ooh, that does a fair bit of damage too, knocking these players to half HP. That Molotov they threw in previously does get a knockout. This might be the signal to go, go, go. Pushing in here, there is one player just sitting on the deck, knocked out. But the Molotov is actually burning himself with it, so this is a Molotov he knocked down earlier.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts. You love when I do that.
A bit of flair,
Bit of flair.
enthusiasm
Hey,
about
when you
it.
got the pocket
Oh,
squares.
well, yeah, got the pocket square with the flair.
Got the pocket squares, all right. We're looking good. Ooh, who's that good-looking guy over there?
If you want to see more of that good-looking guy, you need to go over to the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel because there's a lot of him on it, especially on the NA and a bit of the Wildcard too.
Yeah, yeah,
covering a bit of
little
that,
bit of
too. Well, that will get you all your Dave treatment you could ever want. Catch all the VODs over there, and if you want to be like Dave and frag out like Dave on the battlefield, you need to play the game, get some practice in, get some scores up on the board. Tweet at us when you do. It's the iOS App Store and Google Play Store. It's completely free on there. PUBG Mobile, it's his name. Tencent is its owner or creator. And, of course, it's free. It's free.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Nice little background knowledge right there. Gotta thank the community. Almost every break we get some type of DMs giving us some type of helpful tips and tricks, right? But let's go check out the match 3 standings. We got the board right smack in your face, son.
Oh, look at that.
Tribe Gaming will be getting the 3-peat here today. Can they get another win? That would be something else. But Tempo Storm, wow. I mean, I was sleeping on them. 14 kills that game they were able to rack up.
Yeah, Fear the Storm, as well as Fear the Tribe.
Yeah.
Look at that, 28 kills between our top 2. There's 64 players in a lobby, so just under half, well, probably about 41 or 42% of the lobby killed by those 2 squads.
Yeah.
When you factor in the fact that Totality, 8DP Gold, Revenants, B2W, they all have over 5 kills as well as Omen Elite, so a lot of the lobby died to our top teams, and you kind of see that when you get these circles, these really wacky ones.
One thing that really is standing out to me,
hit me with it.
Revenants getting 6th place there.
Yeah,
that's a shocker because they
shocker.
had a really good early game. They had the best position, in my opinion, for a majority of the game. Somehow fumbling the ball.
Fumbling the
towards
bag.
the
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to flip and tumble, not fumble.
Flip and dip. Here's the next page. Cream Esports going to be in 9th place with 0 kills, but those placement points. Pittsburgh Knights, another surprise here coming into today. They were like 2nd or 3rd place. They will be getting 1 kill, 1 placement point. So only 2. Method, Ignite, HQA, Blood and Loyalty, Euphoria Gaming.
Well, Euphoria didn't take the fist fight, and that really is...
That would have been the play. That could have been 1 extra point.
And it was on tempo as well, was it?
See, if it was on. So if they would have gotten that 1 extra kill, they would have been in, what was that, 12th place this game.
12th place. Well, another chicken dinner will seal 1st place. Well, actually, Team Totality's moved up. The Tribe, they've rapidly moved up.
Yep, they're in 4th place.
3 chicken dinners on the day from 19th to 4th. So that's a 15 place jump, I should say. Omen Elite didn't get the biggest game, but they managed to scrape themselves inside the top 10 or top 8.
I want to say Team Totality, 127, 146, 1 game to go.
Yeah,
it's going to be a rough one if they want to overthrow the unnamed here today. Still doable.
Doable.
Tribe Gaming.
They'll need another chicken dinner.
They would need one.
They'll need a chicken dinner. They need a 35-point game.
So a chicken dinner, like 20 kills or less. So.
Yeah. Chicken dinner and 15 kills. So they'd have to repeat basically
We've
what they did
seen
there.
it before multiple times. So
Tempo Storm off that game, move up themselves. Ignite are the lowest team with the chicken dinner. Revenants have moved up into the top 16, so good job from their method. Had a quiet one, so they dropped down a little bit. Wildcard found themselves in the top 8 for points, so they'll move up, overtaking Infinex Gaming, who were our kings of the groups, but so far in the semis, they've been sleeping.
Yep.
We'll have to look over the board next to see who is in the Elimination Nation.
Yep. And, if we called it Dunzo today, these would be the squads that are going to be packing it, not returning to the finals. But fortunate for them, we're about at that halfway mark, so these squads will have enough time to, regroup, hit the drawing boards, re-strategize their plans moving forward. I think if you're finding yourself down here on the last page at the halfway mark, you're not doing it right. Like, there's something going on right now. You can't blame it all on circle luck, RNG.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to that 8 for everybody at the moment. So that's where we'll kind of find out halfway point. Sometimes, it's possible to have like 2 or 3 bad games, but 8 bad games, you're not really going to get 8 bad games, right?
You can't.
So you can't.
Something's going on with the squad.
So you got to think about it. We will give the teams a bit of a break after this last game.
Like 3 or 4 days, so they should be able to review some squads, maybe throw a little boot camp up there. I know Space Station, they're the only team that actually lives in the house together, so they're eating enchiladas every single day, having a great time.
You know what's really good for team bonding, though? The best meal for team bonding is Korean barbecue. It's cooking for your boys.
I think escape rooms, too.
Oh, escape rooms. Yeah, we did one of those. That was fantastic.
So,
scary stuff.
A lot of people in the chat. I know we're going to talk about Memo time and time again.
Yep. What about him?
Now I find out Memo uses their toes.
Memo uses his toes.
I think the chat's trolling. But
I mean,
Memo maybe uses the toes.
Maybe he's dual wielding.
Dual wielding over here.
The toes
next
going
level.
on the thumbs.
Do you got a favorite squad though? I know some casters believe you can't have a bias.
Oh, you
can't be
absolutely
biased, but do you have a favorite squad?
NA's actually been quite funny for me because I have a few players that are quite fun to watch for me. Jagger being one of them, Sixless being another. So there's a few over there. See, I'm a WoW player as well.
Give
so
me
Method
one
have
team. I'm putting you on the spot right now.
I'm going to go for the Pittsburgh Knights. I'm going to go Pittsburgh Knights.
That's your favorite squad.
Yep, I like Jagger. Jagger's my favorite player.
That is your favorite player.
I'll have to go with Jagger
You
and
go way
Pittsburgh
back.
Knights. No,
to about 3 days ago.
About a week ago. About a week ago. Anyway, but yeah, see, Method crawled in. I don't really know any Method players too well.
Yeah.
But they crawl into my favorite category because, former WoW player, Method, obviously big in that scene.
Yeah.
So
it's based off of other.
Yeah, but there's so many good teams and so many players have reached out to us and helped us with information and been so friendly to us as well. Beowulf from Cloud9 as well has been. I know he's been crawling in your DMs, having a few jokes. Zute has been good.
I think
Wi-Fi.
someone wanted a back rub from me. I forget who it was.
I have to charge for that. You charged me for that, so
yeah. So
you better charge him.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to the other regions, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like NA is the strongest. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased.
I've heard a lot of good things about teams from India and Southeast Asia and the likes of that, but
maybe I am biased when it comes to regions.
Yeah, you might be a little bit biased, but that's okay. I actually think that NA definitely have the
a heavy
possibility
hitter.
of doing. Yeah, I think they are. That's a heavy circle. Is that like the same circle as we had
identical.
previously? It is
Yeah,
identical. It's actually identical to the circle we had before. So that
maybe this time though it will shift down to the south.
No.
Oh, Euphoria
HH24
again?
Sergio has found him in the dirt. So HH24 has found Sergio and put him down. But I'm already Omen are on the board as well.
I liked Euphoria game number 2. I mean, I know we're giving them a hard time. It's because we believe in them so much.
Yeah, I actually like Euphoria a lot. I give them a hard time, but I think
they're a good story to follow here.
The game plan is fantastic.
And they're doing something different when compared to all the other teams.
Your boy Zute running into a grenade. You don't want to be doing that too many times. As he's been knocked out,
should be able to. Actually, no.
He's on the charge, and that's a thirst coming. Need to reel it.
Gotta go for the flush over here.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, Zute.
It's all right, man.
Thanks for the love on Twitter, though. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the love.
Thanks for the love. Always do. Make sure. What's your Twitter again? Just one more time. I don't think we've talked about
Shouts.
it. At
Smash
Shouts. Is that both on Instagram and Twitter?
No.
Your Instagram is private.
No,
Patreon only.
Patreon only. Yeah, I do have a Patreon, but we'll talk about that later.
Talk about it later. So yeah, and at @MustacheDave_. Make sure
on
you
both
go
of them too.
Type that into Instagram. I'd rather you follow my Instagram if you had to pick one.
Okay.
Twitter is okay, but straight flex on the gram every day. Real drip.
Every day. Omen have actually taken 2 casualties here. One of the players will be able to get revived now, but this fight hasn't gone the way they foresaw.
Yeah, what's Trouble gonna do here? What type of weapons we work with?
With an 8 on it. So
okay, you can zoom into their nose and
this
put a
grenade
bullet right through there. Carnage going to be tossing grenade.
Nice
that looks good.
Oh,
I think it was blocked by the wall. Carnage going to be making the push up here. Chuba has the micro Uzi though.
Nade as well.
So getting close to Chuba will be dangerous. Here comes Chuba's team members over here. I believe that's Cobra. Just driving on by. Yep, going to be hitting the brake real quick. Ooh, Carnage is going to be getting chunked down pretty low right here. Wi-Fi down there on the first story. Carnage extremely low. Going to be medding up right here.
That's 2
the pre-fire.
Not bad. He's going to get the full reload off as well.
Okay, we know where they are.
He has no vest or helmet on Wi-Fi, so he's a bit of a glass cannon.
The pre-fire from Wi-Fi. Going to be connecting. Chuba going to be jumping on off.
Swaps to the mini.
Oh!
Carnage managed to find the connection.
Where's Cobra?
Cool. He booked it, mate. Wi-Fi did get another knock.
In a helmet.
Previously.
2 kills.
So yeah, there he is. He's actually got knocked out of the back of that buggy by Wi-Fi earlier.
Okay. Wow.
Wi-Fi hit a beautiful shot on him, actually. So
there we go.
We do expect that from Wi-Fi. As you said at the start of our NA
one of the most talked about players here when it comes to pure mechanics.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that recognition from your peers.
Actually, a lot of these, that's one thing too about the community in North America. A lot of the players, they gas up the other players. Even though they're their competition, they're like, listen, you need to follow him. You need to check in with this person. This guy's a god. Yeah, this guy loves BSS. Like, it's not like people are trying to hold each other back.
No, that's what you want to
everyone's boosting each other up here.
You want to build them up. Build your boys up.
Build your boys up. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to Worlds, it's NA versus the world.
That certainly is the truth. As the last player from Blood and Loyalty, Richt,
Pickle Richt!
is having shots with the
VSS.
VSS. I believe he does
Last
have the extender
player
on.
alive for Blood and
Yeah.
Loyalty.
He's got no helmet either.
Got
so
the
he's
shark helm, or the shark mask.
Shark's not going to protect you. Not in this situation.
I went deep.
Although he does hit the water. Might activate the shark, as we do see Tensa having a spray down
What do you think about
on the Euphoria.
PUBG Mobile introducing snorkel?
That would be...
That actually work. Like you can
Oh,
be
okay.
underneath the water with your little snorkel.
have to be visible, like pretty visible. But
Yeah,
apart
like
from that,
bright-
otherwise it would just be broken.
Bright neon.
Yeah.
Like you can definitely see that someone's snorkeling.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. If it's very visible, then yeah, it could work. Scuba suit.
Because we've seen water be very important here with a couple of our circles. We've seen a couple
especially-
players trying to swim and trying to survive a little longer here.
Especially on Erangel, that water, especially between the military island and the mainland, can get used quite a bit.
Yeah.
If the circle is a bit nasty, or if you get caught off guard on a rotate. So the action has subsided for a little bit, as we now do actually hear shots, just as I mentioned that, as Pittsburgh Knights are rotating through, and HQA R2, Vigilante is going to find some of the HQA players and unfortunately lose out to them. So the Knights, my favourite team, aren't having the hottest start to this game. They have 3 up, and they found... Is that actually them in the triple again? It might be.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
At least they're trying
playing
to
around it. They're
trying to take it.
Trying to get into it.
Trying to take it. Got Ignite down there on the military base. They are going to be looting. We have about 10 teams centering up on Milta once again.
Yeah, they are in trouble.
Kind of similar to game number 1.
Jagger's all over that triple like a Rottweiler on a packet of mints, mate. HQA watching over him.
That's that. He hit us with the Aussie talk
Yeah,
right
that
there.
is the
I did ask you to say
Australian.
a sentence yesterday. Yes, that was it.
Oh,
It's a
there's
deli-
a net-
Oh, what?
J7
Delivered right there.
from downtown hits Dwayne.
Wang just popping out just a little bit. Going to be spotted right there. The grenade going to be
Ooh,
taking them
yep.
down and out. They are bleeding out. The revive from Salty could happen, but we see J7
That was a beautiful angle
pushing
for
right
too.
there. Yep, Jagger trying to get the off angle. Sam trying to regroup in the U.S., possibly try to rack up these points.
I think he might push out to where Jagger is, and J7 will get the information as Tensa lighting up the kill feed once more. That was Cream. They were on a rotate in the vehicle, so might have been able to pick one out mid-journey. J7, sick of getting information, is going to go back to his home he's made for himself. He's paid off his mortgage. Congratulations, J7. He now owns this property.
Good property.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let's call this the Knights compound.
Yeah, this
From
is
here on
Velvet
out.
Knights.
From
Yeah.
here on up. NA.
They've
PUBG
been here-
Mobile.
They've been here for a bit.
This is the Knights compound.
Certainly is. They seem to like it. When they get these circles, they seem to prioritize getting this compound. And it is quite powerful. As I believe using the door there, one of the HQA players to climb up onto the roof. So that's a little nifty mechanic you can do. And you can hear him stomping around upstairs now.
Yep.
Messing up those roof tiles. They are very expensive to replace roof tiles, by the way. So don't be doing that because you have to retile your roof and all sorts. It's rubbish. So be very careful with your roof tile. Ooh, the sprays are coming out from the roof boys.
Who's that? Landland taking shots? Landland is in the Knights compound, right underneath them. Salty was able to provide that cover for Landland to breach on over here. Looks like Jagger's going to be looking down sights at the Cream down there in the western edge of Milta. We did have our next circle pop, by the way. Looks like
straight away.
Very similar to last game when it comes to Milta Power.
Straight away, the Knights are rotating.
Still in it.
So they know something we don't. Cause
they don't want to get stuck in it again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go coastal.
On the beach, yeah.
Yep. Push
One thing
out.
to note, even in game number 1, nobody goes Milta Power. Like, no one tends to use it. I mean, there's still loot over there.
Jagger taking shots from the passenger seat. Not going to get a lot of connections onto the guys from here. There is not a lot of loot over there, and it's very, very low probability that it gets anywhere near the circle as Wi-Fi jumps out of a car. Put your seatbelt on, kid. As the Knights look like they are going to claim this little compound for themselves. It's quite central. It's quite open as well, so compound crashing will be difficult, as the cars you will be compound crashing in will take a lot of damage as they try and approach.
16 games for semifinals.
Yeah, 16 games
today,
each team.
Yep, each team will have 16 games.
So we play 24 in total.
And they have to be top 16 at the end of the
Yep.
16 games. Bottom 8 will be getting eliminated.
Certainly will. As Tenta is pulling up, but he has a broken wheel on that buggy. So now he's getting lit up by the Pittsburgh Knights. This is what I mentioned. It can be quite hard to push in. There's a lot of open field, and Jagger manages to claim the kill on Tenta, one of the bigger players for Team Totality. So that's a decent return now. After losing one, the Pittsburgh Knights found themselves in a nice little area that is easily defendable.
Someone wants ESL casters in here. You actually are an ESL caster. So
yeah, I'm an ESL caster.
You've been blessed.
Fantastic.
Arvin, yep, we've been blessed. Your wish is our command.
Yep. Came all the way over from ESL Australia. But Tribe, their repeat isn't looking too hot, Dave, as they've already lost one player and there's another one on the deck.
Yep.
Tempo are ruining their night as Seagut is overlooking from the Wizzy T, just hanging out.
Lucifer bleeding on out, yeah. I mean, it would have been pretty amazing if Tribe could get 4 chickens in a day. That will definitely set a record here when it comes to the fall split. I feel like
I think all regions.
All regions.
We've seen a couple of 3s, but no 4s.
Lucifer, I mean, they can still definitely win the chicken with 3 members alive, but it's just going to be a little more challenging as Seagut was able to pull back to Memo over there. Tempo Storm going to be overtaking this compound. We did see a circle like we mentioned. There's going to be a crate out there. We got Team Totality on the beaches. Method rotating on into the north. ADP up there as well. So 16 teams right now. 16 teams still alive. So close to each other.
Yeah, there's a few that have bled out to 2 players or a player left, but here comes more spray from Tempo. There's another squad have pulled up on him. It is the boys from Ignite. Ignite might not want to take that fight as Tempo are trying to hop into all of their vehicles and move them into safer positions. Might need them for a hard shift rotate, so not a bad shout from the boys from Tempo Storm.
I wonder if Tempo, they got that knock, right, onto Lucifer, and they saw it was Tribe, and they wanted to get even more aggressive on it.
Yeah, ruining streaks.
Definitely feels good.
It feels good.
Especially when you're Tempo, right? You're at that mid-pack right now. You're trying to make a comeback, trying to make a statement here today in the semifinals.
Definitely want to prove your pedigree. As this road is now chock-a-block full of everybody that can possibly be here. Method are trying to work their way into the property market down here, but it's
we saw
quite
the next
competitive.
circle, right?
Yep. Next circle has shifted. Milta Power is still in it.
Yep, the
It
beach.
is a central shift.
Team Totality's position on the coast is actually really good.
It's not
in my
bad,
opinion.
is it?
Should
It's not bad
be
at
able
all.
to set them up for the late game. They should be able to just stroll on in with a lot of meds, a lot of ammo, their armor, full health.
Yep.
It's going to be very important
They'll have
as we move forward.
decent late game as Method haven't managed to find a place to call home just yet.
There's Teddy looking at us. What a nice guy. Level 3 helmet on Teddy.
One of the teams that will struggle to get in here is the Omen Elite boys. They are still on the very
at farm.
outside. Yeah, they're at farm still, and
Richt is out there
they have a
too.
long way to go. Yeah, Richt is
The
hanging
solo
out.
member.
He's
for
solo. He
Blood
came
and
all
Loyalty.
the way from George Ball to be at that farm. So Tempo taking some peeks on the boys from Ignite, but Ignite aren't scared of a fight at the moment. As he closes the door, raises him up. Nico probably telling his player off there. Probably didn't need to peek. Has the information.
Yep.
As Tempo all stacking up. Wonder if they're
I think
sorting out some
Ignite
loot.
took this same exact building in game number 1.
They definitely could have, as 8DP starts spraying on some of the AVX cars that are pushing through. One of the AVX members got very low, and he has been taken out of his car as well. So
Are they going to get Killer?
you'd imagine he'd be finished off. He's actually in third party. Might be able to get stolen
There
there.
you go, helmet off.
No, there we go. 8DP do steal it. There is a squad poking around. That is B2W trying a third party onto that.
See the Revenants in the distance
They get
as well.
the knock onto Tempest as well. So lots of squads up in the hills around here. This could be deadly if they do run in.
Looks like they're driving right towards the Revenants here. Revenants will be able to have the initial shots.
They'll be able to hear this
spotting
too.
them. Yeah, they have to hear the Sabrina Carpenter blasting from Helmet Off's US here. Helmet going to be pulling back to the Wizzy T for cover. Their team members are still behind him, so Helmet Off doing a little scouting right now, you could say.
Yeah. As AVX have lost 3, Micro TT will be confirmed out by Methods. Explosion on the car. This is in the edge of Milta. This fight, so HQA are wary
in the
of
next
Cream.
circle. We're
In the next circle, yeah, correct. Just in the next circle. As Omen still need to come through this. Omen might send it right down the middle of this street and find themselves wearing a lot of lead for their trouble.
Yeah, they could come in right there to the north where we see it's clear right from Salty, where Salty's looking. Salty's pulling a Da Vinci, by the way, right now.
Yeah, he is. That's a Da Vinci spot.
That is Da Vinci spot. So Omen, they could luck out over there. We'll have to
Certainly
see.
good. This is back on board the Revenants, when they were gatekeeping the boys from HQA, I believe.
Yep,
Or,
in
no,
the
it was
lumber
ATP.
mill.
So ATP look like they're not going to try and get into
They're
the
playing
circle
edge.
through
They're
this.
playing
Yeah,
edge
they're
right
playing
now.
edge, yeah.
Trying to be passive.
You can't really... Lumber mill is such a hard place to crash.
Especially with the lobby that we have. A lot of players like to hide, like to be prone, like to get those off angles and jump out at the last moment.
Ooh, this is a very cute circle, though. It is a Beach Boys circle.
Beach Boys. Ooh, tempo. Or not tempo. Totality.
They just have to move forward to that compound. It might even go more coastal onto the beach itself.
Yeah, tempo is also looking pretty okay on the road.
Yeah. Mill to Power is still in it. Well, Mill to Power, Little Mill to Power is what's it's often referred to. B2W might actually send it straight into that as the Western Coast is starting to fight out. Pittsburgh Knights are trying to kill players that are rotating through their neck of the woods.
I'm still thinking about Wi-Fi's shot from earlier on. Mid-air with the mini.
Yeah, it was pretty decent, wasn't it?
Was it all luck or was it all skill?
All skill, baby. As
this is your man, Joe.
Jagger.
Oh, Jagger and the kill feed, but this is Joe, your favorite player.
Yeah, Joe, my favorite player from Cream.
Is fighting your second favorite player, Jagger.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one here for me. I don't know who to support. Joe's vest is kind of hurting, and Jagger's got the DP, so that's 762. Jagger jumps out.
Oh,
gets him
Jagger.
Jagger's going to get both of them. Jagger!
Jumped out the door.
He's on proper 1-2.
What?
Jagger just went mental. He had enough.
Okay, got the 3 kills right there.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Jagger opened the door, immediately jumped, caught a good amount of distance, quickly did the 360.
Eliminated Cream.
Eliminated 2 members from Cream. Yeah, there goes Cream from the game.
And Revenants too. Revenants have been found out apparently. We're down to 12 teams all of a sudden as Wi-Fi's driving is probably the reason he doesn't have a license. Blood and Loyalty get eliminated in 14th. So the last player from there. So Rick went down eventually.
Carnage in the vehicle. We got 3 members deep right now.
Gone down too. So there's so many squads that have just got knocked out in the space of
Oh man, they have like no meds.
No, they are hurting.
They're hurting.
Omen's rotation wasn't as successful.
Yep. Chilling right there.
He's one of the last members from Euphoria, I believe.
Is the last member.
He is the last member, so.
Right there by B2W. And
it's a rough place because there will be teams rotating in. We saw tempo around that area.
She-Fan out there in the distance. Seagut looking at this. Oh, they're down to only 2 members now. They did lose
we saw
Outsider.
They lost 2 players to Tempo Storm. As they are going to be very wary of these ATP players rotating in. Might even take shots at this UAZ as it passes by.
At least the circle is kind of helping them out here.
Yeah, it's helping it out. It's being friendly.
Going to be waiting to see where ATP ends up stopping. Maybe get a nice little shot.
ATP, after disengaging from that fight in the woods, they've managed to keep all 4 players up and find them from the circle. So that's a good decision from them and sees why they're so consistent at the top of the board. As Team Totality is starting to take shots. So all the teams are inside the circle now. There is nobody out.
The chat, remember what you said about the Rottweiler?
Yeah, like
there, you caught him off guard there.
Yeah.
Like, what did he just say?
Yeah, it happens a lot, actually.
That's okay. I liked it. It sounded good.
The Australian spits out and all of a sudden confuses everybody.
ATP, like you mentioned, we're able to rotate here. They have 2 vehicles. They are right there on the edge. Here we go. Nice little view of the map. The Knights looking okay in their compound. We'll have to see what next circle takes us. Ooh, Omen, 3 members alive right next to Team Totality.
Yeah, the med situation wasn't fantastic, but they might have been able to loot those compounds through there or those little houses and find something.
I don't know. Team Totality, they've been on the edge of the whole game, so they're going to be looking mighty healthy if they do take an engagement with Omen Elite.
That circle is not healthy for them. Pittsburgh Knights are actually on a little bit of a hill here, so they might be able to camp them out
Yeah,
too.
Pittsburgh Knights, they can move out a little later.
Yeah, like, they got time.
They got some time here. But it looks like HH24 is going to be...
He's sending it, isn't he?
Sending it, yep.
He's found the ledge.
Proactive right here. Going to be sending it, not waiting, not wasting any time.
He's found that little bit of cover there too. So he's cut off, and B2W aren't actually looking at his angle.
I'm interested to see where ATP sends it. I feel like they're going to rotate down there and try to come in from the south. Helmet off, going to continue being that scout for the squad here, as we do see Juan G spotting a couple of members from
That's ATP rotating actually in now. They're sending it towards the southern side of Little Mill to Power.
There's some cover over there.
A little bit, but they might have to make car cover. As Tribe are rotating late. They are in the circle, that little
Tribe are
compound,
in?
by the way.
Is that in where Tribe is?
Yeah, we're in.
Okay.
We're in.
In it to win it. 2 members live. If it does shift south from Tribe, though,
I'll tell you who isn't in it.
They have an open field. It's going to be a challenge for them to move up.
wore a little bit of damage there, but
Oh, XDD. Did they?
have managed to get their
I'm
players
pretty sure
back up.
B2W is pushing out because of 8DP.
Yeah, and might just
oh my
ruin
goodness,
XDP.
XDP's right there.
Yeah, he's probably hearing those footsteps and panicking a little bit. He could play spoiler, but
I think just
chill out.
the thing is, will
This
that
isn't gonna
member
chill
from B2W see XDD kind of move?
Well, Method tried to send it, and it wasn't very successful. Their last player, Prophecy, is in the hills, just waiting it all out, trying to sneak his way in now. He will be a sneaky snake for the rest of the game.
Who's driving over there by Ignite?
Well, Ignite, Wildcard, that's where they're coming in from.
Wildcard.
So Wildcard, Prophecy actually does get taken down as his full send goes straight past Tempo, and Tempo will be able to clean it up. Now, this is going to be a bit of a third-party action here, Dave, as
Okay.
Wildcard, Ignite are all in
here we go.
shots. Pittsburgh Knights are in there as well. This is the last
Blank.
player from HQA. This is Blank. He's going to get stuck into Alucard with the fight,
Blank.
but eventually gets traded out by MVP. So
one.
MVP is hurting now.
MVP's always clutching for Wildcard.
He's a very clutch player, as this is the fight with XDD hiding in the... But this is a 4v4 fight. And
Yep.
the nade comes over the top. And
The walls cover. Oh, XDD's going for shots.
He is. He's going for shots. He's found his way over that wall, actually.
I feel like XDD's kind of
he's
stuck
hiding.
here.
Oh, his feet are visible. As you can see, he just did take a little bit of damage. He's going to climb over and around, and he's trying to escape somehow. He's gonna take more shots.
XDD.
He does get the second knock, but the man in white is the guy who will be able to trade. The Pajama Master as Jagger gets knocked out by a nade. So now Pittsburgh Knights are taking a little bit of heat. Wildcard are doing pretty well here at the moment to stabilize. Two players from B2W are knocked out. The MK14 on Parker needs to go big here. All four players from 8DP alive.
I wonder if XDD kind of got startled and thought that B2W was searching for them.
Could have been. Could have been.
Instead of going for a 4v4 fight. Because I feel like if you're XDD in that situation, let that fight happen over there.
Yeah, somehow
Let it
Team
ride out.
Totality are still okay. They're going to be guarding this a little bit. They might even get some third-party action in. You see on your map now, on the top right corner of the screen.
Wildcard looking good over there on the edge.
They are looking okay. They managed
Ignite.
to...
Aren't they in a compound?
They are in a compound at the moment, and that is Central. Central, as you can get.
Baby.
One of the Tribe players has been knocked out in the dirt, and he's going to be finished off as well. The nade, Shifan getting knocked out.
Players going down to the zone over here. The zone's going to start
That
pushing.
nade actually got two. It got easy as well.
Oh,
so
there's another grenade. Oh, it's bouncing right past. There
Oh,
goes
there's
another
so
one.
much
They're
cars being blown
bouncing
up.
so close, but just not able to connect.
just too hot. He's been in the gym too long. You don't often say that.
Oh,
Usually
where
nades
are
fall
they?
short.
They're going to go in the blue right through
They
here.
have
Okay.
to, and they're driving to precision. This is
Oh,
where
no.
driving comes in,
Oh,
but
no.
8DP are going to
Oh,
watch
no.
them go past and start to collect some kills. It's a bit of a
Oh,
distraction.
no.
Their last
They
player is
lost
moving
3
around.
members from that pull-up.
They certainly did. There was no real option for them. They couldn't get out the compound clean, so
They didn't need to take the vehicle. I mean,
They
they went
didn't.
to the blue. I think they underestimated
that
how
is
much it would
Pittsburgh
hurt
well.
them.
Pittsburgh Knights are full sending it as well, so that's going to be trouble for them as they've pushed up a little bit. Wildcard and Pittsburgh Knights are now both looking at that compound of Ignite, but they're going to have to look at each other as well, as we do
Triple
see.
grenade. Won't be getting 4 chicken dinners in a
No,
row.
they were caught on the outside. Tempo Storm's circle, well, the compound is still in the circle as 8DP are getting camped out by HH24 as well, so he could play spoiler as
See the last member for the team, HH24?
Yeah, he is at the moment, it looks like, as Ignite are starting to lay hurt onto 8DP. They have the line of sight over the ridge line.
Yeah, this blue does a lot of damage. I think
Yeah, it's not friendly.
a couple of these players are
Zone 6.
underestimating it. Looks like H24 saw Easy over there. It's going to be camping out Easy. 5
Easy.
kills onto Team Totality right now. Easy's bleeding on out
He's
right
the
now.
last player as well, so he's
Going
just
to be
meting
healing up. I think Easy is aware that they're being camped right there.
Could be, as HH24 needs to find his way
Oh,
in, but he's
HH24
getting
turned
kicked
their
off too.
back.
So that's Sam from the Pittsburgh Knights. He's keeping an eye out.
Oh my
He might
goodness.
not know about Easy.
Easy. Yeah, Easy's still alive over there. And they're going to be looting
Oh, that airdrop
HH24.
is going straight on top of that compound.
Ignite. Yeah,
Ignite
4 live for
gifted.
Wildcard, 4 live for Ignite. I believe 4 live for Tempo as well. So
Certainly is.
3 on the outskirts of the Knights, and then 8DP going to try to go for that snaking. 4 kills onto Wildcard so far. I wouldn't be
Not
surprised
bad.
if we see Wildcard push onto the Ignite compound here. Moving forward, they're just waiting for the next circle to pop. Let's see.
Circle's getting close.
Will Ignite still be favored in it? They have a very good chance. I see a couple of members from Tempo Storm. They already have their vehicles ready. They're ready to make a push. There you go. Next circle comes out. Ignite is in play. We see the Tempo Storm members hop in their vehicles. They're going to full send it, if I do believe so myself here, possibly onto Ignite.
Here it is, the
comes.
3
Let's see
Darcy
what the play
again.
is.
They got a fleet discount on those. They're going to send it
We're sending
straight
it.
at that
Pull up,
Ignite
pull up.
compound.
Oh,
Oh, he's going to get the one out. No, he doesn't quite.
Oh!
Chica gets knocked out in the full send. So only losing 1 player, Tempo on the full send, but still not exactly ideal. He pushes around the corner. That is getting the second tempo player knocked. Now, he's very low, so it's going to be very difficult to get the third. He doesn't. He goes for the greed. Doesn't manage to get it. So one of the Ignite players is knocked. Two of the Tempos
The
players.
2v3?
Yeah, the last player from... Oh, the Tempo. Spec. The last player from Tempo is actually clutching up a little bit here. He doesn't manage to get the Ignite player,
Chaos.
but...
That Chaos almost got taken down right there,
Almost gets taken down. But 2 Ignite players are now on the deck, so maybe this is the opportunity for teams like Wildcard and the Pittsburgh Knights to push up.
It definitely is. We see Wildcard using these smokes, trying to push up.
Ooh,
I believe there's 2 down from Ignite. Chaos is trying to protect this off angle. I'm pretty sure they are aware of Wildcard back there. But not only is Wildcard with the same idea, but the Knights. They're also on the other side of the rock trying to push. Easy sees this. Easy is standing up in the middle of the field, but the Knights are so tunnel vision right now on this major compound, they're not even going to be checking behind them.
Well, they thought they cleared that when they killed HH24, so they have no reason to check it in their minds as MVP does get knocked out. They're trying to rotate in through the smokes, but smokes don't block bullets. Chaos spamming through the smoke, actually taking Alucard down incredibly low. An ATP has popped out. Easy actually he gets J7, but that might be able to get the res. Chaos goes down as well, so now the compound crash comes in. Wildcard are very close. One of their players has been knocked in the back line.
MVP is right there. Sin's right there.
Yeah, MVP is going to have to heal up now. He's using one of his first aid kits. Illusions is...
Pittsburgh Knights are having a pretty good game. They're up there. They got 3 players when it comes to the kill leaders here.
All of the Ignite guys back on board, though.
This could be a Knights game. This could be a Knights game.
They could play spoiler, but one of the Ignite guys is actually kind of watching out for this, and he knows something's up. He just got a nade thrown his way, so he knows where the Pittsburgh Knights are.
Illusion's going to bleed out.
Illusions, yeah, he will go down. Wildcard can't make the cross back. He actually finds the angle. That is Sin helping out the Pittsburgh Knights, because that was the player in charge of
That was the one keeping Knights pinned down over there. Yep.
So this might trigger the movement for the Pittsburgh Knights to move in. This is
they're crawling. They're crawling. Marvis might be able to get the revive, actually.
All players on deck. Illusions might actually be able to get picked up as well, as he crawled across, and he is being picked up right now.
Illusions crawled across?
He crawled across, and he's being picked up.
The reset then from both teams. Knights, they don't need to push over this hill quite yet. They don't need to. They don't need to. They can let these 2 squads duke it out. They're on the outskirts of the circle.
The southern wall of this compound should be about center, but it is going to kick off. They're pushing in. Wildcard have got 2 knocks so far. They haven't been traded out either, so Wildcard on a bit of a tear at the moment. They're jumping over doors, jumping everywhere.
Trying to get on the roof, trying to get on the roof.
He is going to get
going for that med. Not many meds, trying to get another angle off here. The Knights also pushing on into this.
Wildcard have got 2 players on the deck. Sin is still fighting strong though. Illusions gets knocked out. Sin now knocks Jagger, so Pittsburgh Knights are still down to 1 player. Ignite are down to 2.
Chaos on the roof. Crippe inside the 2nd story.
Chaos actually might be in the gun position here. They're going to reset a little bit. Pittsburgh Knights can pick up all 3, potentially. Getting in for Sam might be difficult. Jagger will get picked up by J7.
What circle? We're in 8, so it's going to center up right smack on top of the roof here. The thing is, Chaos, 1 first aid, about 5 bandages, so it's going to be tough if it is a med-off.
You'd think that
they're not going to suspect it, though.
Sam actually gets raised, but Wildcard have heard them jump in through that window, so now Sin has the AUG, I believe. He might be able to spray that down.
I think Quippe went onto the roof, too. I want to see him take out the door. If they can take out the door, no one can get on the roof.
It's not a bad play. Not a bad shout, that. Chaos on the roof. He's got the gun position at the moment. What does he do with it is the real question. Wildcard have 2 players downstairs. Pittsburgh Knights have 3 up, but their positioning is weaker.
Where's Sin? Sin's right on the other side of this wall.
Yes, he's in the kitchen, and the Groza is going to come to effect. It's actually their UG, and he's going to get traded out by J7. So now Wildcard down to 1 man remaining. J7 pushes up there, and he gets taken out. So now the Pittsburgh Knights are down. They go out in 3rd place. It is just Alucard remaining. He has no first aid kits.
1v2.
So all of a sudden, Ignite are in a dominant position. The grenade comes down. I believe that might have just been a smoke. He might be able to get his mate up, and he does.
Okay, yeah, if I'm Alucard, get the revive, but immediately search these crates, pick up as many meds as possible. Don't even worry about pushing that 2nd story. Maybe get some grenades, some mollies, make sure that the stairway is blocked off so the push cannot happen. But I think we're gearing up for a med-off. Yeah. I think we're gearing up for a med-off. You got to loot these crates as quickly as possible. Who cares if Chaos is up there? They can stay up there all they want.
Yeah, you can stay up there if you want, mate. But
here we go. Yep, Alucard's actually going for all this loot.
Got 3 now. He's going to pop the Red Bull as well, you'd imagine. So
Leave it to NA to have mid-off.
3 on the Ignite player who has stims running and is on full health. So we'll have to see what Sin has, and Chaos only had 1.
I'll be surprised if Wildcard push up here. I would be.
It's a big risk.
It's a big risk, exactly.
Oh no, Alucard, you're dancing around stairs. No, you're fine. You're in the other room, so that's...
Maybe ricochet a grenade off there, but besides that, there's honestly no reason
now
to.
Alucard's actually ricocheting a grenade off there. And
smoke.
It's a smoke.
It is smoke.
Okay, so that's trying to prevent the aggression coming out, because what could happen here is Quip could go for the aggression, but it looks like he is going to be the man that sits in the meds. He's hearing Alucard moving around. Alucard's actually come through, and he does get knocked. So aggressive play from Alucard. He might have given his meds to his other mate, so it might not be the worst play.
7. There's 7 on Sin. 7 first aids.
Okay, so he has given the meds to his friend.
3 right here on Quipe.
And the edge
1 on Chaos.
But Chaos is in the best position for the circle, but
they're right on top of each other. Sin has 7. Sin has 7.
He's actually going to drop down.
Oh, no!
Through the window! He does get knocked out. The second player from Ignite goes through the window, and he takes him down. Did he win that? Did he win that 1v2?
Sin.
He did. Sin wins the 1v2. He had the med advantage. The player dropped down from the roof, spotted him out, but Sin manages to win it in the ghillie suit.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, Ignite, they're like, listen, let's do a med count. We do not have enough meds to out-survive this. We only have 1 first aid, and then Quipe had 3.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to risk it. They had to make the push. They did spot Sin first. Sin was damaged there. But they didn't come in at the same time. They came in
1 by 1.
Split seconds. Yeah, 1 by 1. We're not able to push at multiple angles. I mean, that was a pretty intense end.
That AUG just carried him. That crate weapon just carried him out of his mind.
That's why you get the
rapid fire rate of the AUG
and level 3.
Level 3s, yeah. So
great ending today.
Ooh,
that was nice.
Fantastic ending to the day.
Here's the highlights from game number 4 here. North America semifinals. Groups F and G. Wi-Fi fragging out. Oh, this was when Wi-Fi... Do we see
Jumps off the top rope here, yeah.
Okay. I want to see it in like slow motion. So I guess Wi-Fi took out Cobra before chasing down. And here's Wang. Wang was popping out just a little bit. Wang was spotted in the grass, taken down with that grenade. But Wang did get the revive.
This was beautiful from Jagger, though. He gets the 2v1 on these players.
That's a highlight play.
Yeah, that is a highlight play and a half. Jagger, put that up on Twitter, my man, because that was a moment. And tag us. Oh, definitely tag us.
Always tag us. Here's where I was questioning XDDD. No clue. They had no clue XDDD was there. XDD, I mean, getting a point out of it.
It's not the worst result. This was the compound crash. Tempo full sending it. They had to at this point, but Ignite managed to get the better of the engagement. Managed to keep all 4 alive, in fact, as they claimed the scalp of Tempo. It was almost went the other way, actually, as the last Tempo player had a bit of a last stand, last hurrah, as he almost took out 2, but eventually around the corner. He ran out of ammo, actually, as Spec. Reloading that AK would have taken too long. This was the final moments. Alucard pushed up for Wildcard. He was the second to last player, but this is the final moments. I thought this drop shot was going to actually be able to do it, but he heard the play jump off the roof, and that was it.
Quipe actually took blue damage there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, took blue damage there. So very unfortunate. They had the health advantage, but since taking that blue damage, I can't believe Sin won that game. I think Sin was going to win regardless, just based off of meds.
Really?
I didn't think that they were going to make the push, though.
No, I didn't expect the push either.
I didn't expect the push. I don't think Sin expected the push either.
I was buckled up, ready for a heal off. And
yeah,
then all of a sudden,
we strapped our seatbelts up.
Yeah.
We're about to have back-to-back days when it comes to heal offs here.
Yep.
So, great game from Wildcard. Finally getting the chicken dinner. Their first chicken dinner here.
I believe it is their first chicken dinner. They're one of the teams that was sitting in that mid-pack, the 8 to 6 or the 9 to 17 or 9 to 16 mark. So for them to get some points on the board at the end of the day is quite fantastic for them. Of course, the story of the day was Tribe claiming 3 chicken dinners back to back to back. Couldn't get the momentum in the game 4. They lost a 2 players early on to Tempo Storm, so
doesn't matter though.
No, I mean 3 chickens in a day, you're getting 90 odd points, so it's pretty decent stuff.
Ignite getting second place off of that. They picked that compound up, I believe, in circle number 1.
Circle number 1 or 2, I believe.
So definitely paying off when it comes to positioning right there. They did have a couple kills on their name. Let's go check out match 4 standings when it comes to the board. Wildcard 10 kills, 20 points. Ignite 10 kills, 14 points when it comes to placement. The Knights, we made mention, they were fragging out that game. 12 kills.
Yeah, 32 kills between our top 3 teams, so they were all slaying out pretty hard. 8 DP gold, the consistencies is back. I mean, they had a few rough games today, a few bottom end finishes, a few 1-pointers, but
ending on a good note, though.
Ending on a good note, which is very important. Tempo Storm ended on a decent note, too. They kind of got gypped by the circle, but they managed to recover a little bit.
They got gypped a lot today.
Yeah, they did.
And yesterday, too.
Team Totality, 11 points, so that's the end of the double digits. It's B2W, the bottom of the board, Barrel Boys. have found themselves 8, so they'll be moving themselves up. Tribe Gaming, unfortunately, can't finish off the quad, but they will find 5 points at the end of all said and done.
Yep, all said and done. I mean, definitely Tribe the biggest come up here today.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
the leaderboard as far as being
Started
able to
19th.
rack up points. We'll have to wait just a couple of moments to see what the overall leaderboards look like. Regardless, though, NA starting to shape up, starting to be quite the roller coaster of a ride here that we're on.
Certainly had a roller coaster of emotions as we saw Team Unknown, or Unnamed, sorry, have a fantastic day yesterday.
Revenants, man.
Revenants.
I hate seeing them like this. Just because the group stages, they were popping off.
First off the group stages,
I'm
they
going to
were
have to reach out to them and see what's happening.
Well, they do have a little bit of a break now, Dave, so they
That's
can regroup
true.
their thoughts and retool their strategies. As this is the overall. Team Totality and Unnamed sit at 2nd and 1st, respectively. Tribe Gaming have pushed themselves above Cloud9, which is what we expected. Pittsburgh Knights had a nice little movement there. They've picked up a lot of points to go up into 5th. Space Station have dropped down. Obviously, they weren't playing today. Ignite.
8 DP.
Sixth
Went back up.
Straight back where they
started, right?
8th in 8 DP, so that's good for them. They'll
The
be happy with
Unnamed,
that.
though, no one able to touch the Unnamed today, even with 3 back-to-back chicken dinners. They'll be back in a couple of days. Here's Omen Elite, 9th place. Tempo Storm, 10th place. They did move up. Wildcard moving up, I believe a couple placements after that, getting their first chicken dinner here. Definitely a feels good moment. So now all the teams, I believe, 8 matches in.
Yep. So 8 matches in, and these are your bottom 8. These guys will be going home if the form continues to be this way. Euphoria Gaming on the cusp. Only 9 kill points, but 36 placement points carries them to 45 in total. A lot of names there too. Simplicity is a squad I wouldn't have expected. Cream down there as well. So hopefully those guys can retool their kits and have some new game plans going forward into the back end of our semifinals.
I hope Cream performs because I like saying Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
And I like Joe as well.
Bill, y'all.
Yeah, I like Joe, so Cream Joe.
Joe's a good guy.
Hopefully stays
we like
in.
coffee.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are officially at the halfway mark of the North America semifinals. We will be back in about 4 days.
Yeah, I believe we got 4 days break.
4 days break. We're going to straight be chilling. I'm going to be watching lots of VODs, playing lots of PUBG. You're going to be playing lots of TDM.
Yeah,
and when we get back, the teams have 8 more games to go.
8 more games to go.
And then that's it.
That's it.
The
Then
bottom
we'll know.
8.
They're gone. We get the top 16. We put them in a lobby 10 times.
We shake up the lobby, see what
shake it
happens,
up.
do lots of experiments here. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, thanks for tuning in on Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts. We were your commentators and will be your commentators moving forward after the halftime break.
Certainly will be.
Make sure you tune in, reach out to us, keep being an awesome community out there. Keep playing PUBG. We'll see you in a couple days.